Yeah.
That's got to be the fastest 10 seconds. Yo.
I mean, I try to give you a little, you know what I mean, like a little clock. We should
I,
sync. We
I
should
was
do
like,
that. We should like we should have like a little like clock, like that we click. Being like, all right, click, and then like so we like we're synced. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, because I realized I was watching it, but not on live. And when you said 10 seconds, I was like,
Well,
okay,
no,
10
because
seconds.
remember it's
And he
ultra
said,
low
yo, like, whoa,
latency, but it's not
yeah.
like you know what I
Which
mean.
I gotta
Like,
figure out. I gotta figure that shit out for my
yeah, we gotta
stream.
talk. Yeah, we gotta talk about that for you. Sure.
That shit is ultra slow latency on my end. Literally,
Speaking about
I
streams
was
and how about getting dubs on streams and shit?
how about getting dubs on? That was good. That dub was. It felt good.
I
It felt good
mean,
because the way we like the way we talked it, communicated it, rotated, and got it like, and that spot, that was your spot right there. That was a good call out spot.
oh yeah.
That little circle we was at, oh, good spot, bro.
You know what's
What
crazy?
up,
Well, you know
Timber?
what's crazy was it was literally freeze. I was just like, yo, whoever marked that over there, that looks dope. And I was like, I think that's where we gotta go. And sure enough,
Yeah, no, yeah. And I think Money was like, "Who put that mark up there? That's where we gotta go."
I was
Okay,
like, that's
we
me.
out there.
It's like we
Yeah.
over there. And then
That was a good. I've never been to that spot. I've never seen that playground like that ever. Like,
clips
not
on
even
now
in
in
the
the background for
big
anybody
circle.
watching.
Yeah, it was a good win, man. Like solid. Like we had a good
Oh, the
ground.
comms are great too. You got I might have to upload it because the comms we were start like the two clips because I got both of them. This is the first clip where we were talking about the GI Jane shit.
The GI change shit. Yeah,
And then the loadout when I put the kill streak, the mines, the
yeah.
cluster mines on the loadout.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The
That was
guy
this
jumped
was
on
the
it.
first one
He
when they
landed
jumped
on it.
on it. Yep. And then the second clip was us actually winning. That's gonna come up.
That was
But
funny because the moment that those clusters went off, it was like boom, boom, boom. We all looked that way, like, wait, is he coming?
yeah,
Because we heard the whole enemy,
I saw it. I saw
dropping
it.
in,
I got the little indication, like if you actually look at the screen, like as it's going, I get the little
and you get the
indication, like
indication. Yeah,
somebody crack. Like I was like, oh, somebody's on it, and then I get
yeah.
all excited.
The
Then Money was
moment,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
because I heard the enemy in the sky, so I figured he's probably gonna drop on his one. Somebody's gonna drop on his box, and then your thing, I was kind of like paying attention. I know you put a cluster. I heard the cluster go off. You was
yeah.
like, oh, someone's up there, right there. Someone's in my mind. I was like, all right, cool. We all looked. That guy got just annihilated, bro. Like the moment he came down, it was like,
Oh yeah, it was felt bad for the guy.
see, I killed him. Then you got the. So it's crazy, man. That was a good game though, man. Then the way we rotated on this because we kept that circle. You got the whole clip? Yeah, you
This,
do.
oh yeah. This at the end. This is the spot that you called out here. Yeah, me getting knocked down from the airstrike, and then literally just
Oh, you got
us.
knocked?
Yeah, I got knocked, and then I got tapped at the end, so I didn't have to use myself.
Oh, I know you called out Motor Strike hit me, but I didn't know you
Yeah,
got
yeah, yeah.
knocked.
Oh yeah, I got
Okay,
knocked.
okay.
Like I said, you were just scoping out. I think you were just zoned out, just making sure
I
nobody
was
else
on
ran
this
up on
side
us.
because there was two. There was two on this side where I'm
Yeah,
at right down there. I was on that side. There was two people there, and I just kept smacking them because they wouldn't storm. I dropped one of them like
dude.
three
And then
times.
literally the rest of the server was in front of us. Like you can't see
Yeah,
because we're like the
yeah,
little
in the
screen's
water,
blocking right now.
in
The
the
rest
water.
of the server here, actually, hold on, I might be able to hide it right there because now you can actually see how many people are left. And it's just the entire server. Then it's just there, and we're literally just picking everybody off.
Look, if
People in
Money's
the building on
watching
the left.
watches this stream, I know he's working right now, but when he watches this stream, this podcast, I need you to share your stats of that. That's the RPK, right?
I think
Share your RPK stats with him because his shit just jumps everywhere, and I'm like, yo, Money, your RPK is
well
jumping
no
way
well
too.
that well no I'm also remember I'm on mouse and keyboard.
Well, no, this because my RPK the way I have it set up on my console, it does
I
that. It
got you.
doesn't
You
jump.
get like it's good recall. Yeah, well this is I
Yeah,
forget I got this from some streamer, some Warzone streamer early.
yeah. TikTok
Oh
told me.
yeah. This was one of
TikTok
those.
told me.
I got an early one. I put this one on it, and that's the one that, like whatever, like a beige camo,
Yeah.
just to like go into. You see, I'm wearing dirt until they change the map and we get something else. I'm using this beige camo so
Oh,
I don't stick out.
blend the hell. Yeah, blend.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then look, this was us. This is when I started saying "Go fish."
Yo,
Like
these
this still in
guys
the
is
water,
like
dude.
bloop 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 bloop.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel right there, saying "Go fish."
Ew, they couldn't do nothing. It was like, oh, shit. Like what? Like the storm is
You're
coming
gonna see
in.
my perspective too. This is crazy. Look at this, because this guy I gun with the fennec. Look at
Oh,
this.
the
This guy right
Fennec.
here with the guy that caught in the water.
Wait,
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
oh, he was shooting you in a. There you go.
See ya.
Melted him
See ya.
instantly with the Fennec. That distance. See now, my Fennec bounces way too much.
No, that's another. That was
I have a
another
good setup on
little.
it, but it
I was gonna
bounces.
say that's a decent. I don't know whose setup that was, but yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't, and I don't. And on the Fennec, I do not put. I put the drum in it like you have, and I don't put no sights on SMGs. I put no sights.
Yeah, no, I don't mind the irons. Irons in this game aren't bad, but like that little aim point sight too, I like for sure.
Mm.
Yeah,
We
man.
got that dub, man. It was a quad, right? Yeah, quad.
Yeah, I was quad up.
It was me, you, Money, and friends. It
And we
was
were
fun,
only
man.
that. I think that was only like our second game of the night, third game, I think.
Of the
And then I right
I
away,
believe it was third,
yeah,
second, third.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then like, cause I got in because I said because you guys were playing, I joined the stream because I saw that
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
streaming.
Yeah, we were playing for a
Yeah,
minute. Yeah, yeah, we were
you
playing
guys were
for.
playing. I literally joined the stream, and I'm like, yo, invite. Like I'm over here like feeling all left out because I don't be getting messages and shit. So it's fine. So I'm like, yo, invite, and then you were like, oh, Logic's joining. So I
That's the
joined.
first time I played with a goddamn group.
No, I
You
know
don't
because you
play
normally do your
solo.
solo. I know you do your solo shit. That's why I'm just busting chops right now. But like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, so I was
it was
just
like,
like,
oh
yo,
shit, we got a
invite.
team.
I'm like, yo, there's I got a spot. Let me
I think it
join.
was somebody in the chat. I think it was Uncle Mike was like, oh shit, you can't. He's like, you can't if you can't beat him, join him or something. Because I
Yeah,
play
yeah, yeah.
solos, I can't win a damn game on solos.
Well, it's
It's like
also
okay,
it's also a rare occurrence to see us like get like we. There's really not
oh
a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of game like you know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
mean everything aligned, and
Yeah,
it was perfect. Yeah,
yeah,
but it was good, man. We played a few games, and that was literally the second, third game in, and we won.
yeah. We
And
won,
then
and then
after
I
that,
dipped to go
like
play League.
you have to go play league, and then we ended up we kept playing more, and we won a second one. It's
Noise.
like and we almost had like two wins in a row, but it was just it was like the rotation we did was it was like we stood in it too long.
You got screwed on circle a little.
Yeah, we
Probably,
stood
yeah.
into that. We stood in one spot for way too long and let the circle dictate movements, and that's what I gotta learn. I gotta learn that I gotta learn how to move and not let
Mm-hmm.
the circle dictate. Like, okay, now I gotta move and
Now
don't
I
worry
gotta
about
move. I
behind
gotta.
me, worry about the
Yeah,
side,
yeah, yeah. Yep.
worry about the storm, and that's the part that I gotta like. It's a hard learning lesson for me, man. It's like I
Yeah.
stay around the circle and forget the circle's coming, and then I get into that loot habit and forget, oh shit, the circle's coming. Now I'm running, worrying about the circle, and then worrying about the ones who stay in the circle and stuff. So, speaking of which, there was a game I played solo a couple of days ago where a dude, like I think I told you the story on stream yesterday. I was spectating the last two guys alive.
Mm.
I was spectating one of them, and the circle got to the point where there was no more circle. It was just storm, but he
Okay.
couldn't find the other guy at all. Couldn't find him. And the guy that I was spectating had two revives and two gas masks.
Yeah.
I'm assuming gold because it lasted a while. And he's in the gas, like, yo, where's this guy at? He dies, he loses, and I'm like, yo, where was the guy at? It gives you a glimpse of the winner, like real brief, like fast.
Yeah.
The dude was in a whole different side of the fucking map
Nice.
in the storm, and I'm going, oh, this guy hacked. Like, there's no way you stood in the storm. It was literally the last two circles he couldn't find
Yeah.
him. I was like,
But this
I
is
don't even
also
think he had
after.
killed.
But they didn't do the changes yet for the stims and stuff, right?
Uh-uh.
So
Not
he could have
yet,
just been.
but
He could have just been abusing that too.
they took out and they didn't mention this shit at all. I know they were gonna do it for season 2, but they took out Bird's Eye. It's gone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like literally, I picked up my loadout yesterday with Bird's Eye in it, and it's now saying overkill. Money picked up his. It said overkill. Like, yo, what is it? I'm like, I guess they took it out. They didn't mention a word. They just took it out.
Yeah.
They didn't care. They said fuck it. 2 tears in a bucket. But it was an OP thing. One thing I when I use Bird's Eye is because obviously the constant pings, you see people on the radar, but I didn't know that people are literally doubling up with that and using it at the strongholds. Because I just found out a couple of days ago that with stronghold, when you take it over and you win it, you get a permanent ping in the stronghold. I didn't know this
Oh
until a
wow.
couple of days ago. So people were literally grabbing their Bird's Eye and then going to a stronghold and just sitting there with the pings. It's
Oh,
like
so it's like a free UAV,
advanced
basically.
UAV.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Even
pretty
though the
much you
AI
have it.
keeps spawning, but then also you could see everybody else that's around.
Right, right. So
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know people did that. What's up, Tech? I didn't know people did that. And then I was like, I'm gonna try that out. And then they took it out. Like, oh great, this is Tarkov right here. I was like, yeah, they took it out. So
Yeah.
they wasn't waiting for that one. I know next week I can't wait for the 15th, I believe it is. We get the new season.
10 days. Yeah.
Just long ass season, 4 freaking
Week and
months
a
for
half.
this season
Yeah.
one.
We'll see.
With no reload in between. It was just straight season 1. No refresh, no nothing. Why doesn't Logic ever talk to me? In,
What do
I
you
don't
mean?
know.
I
He's
don't
so
know.
mean,
I don't know what
Logic.
he's talking about. Because I didn't want to break your. You were like still talking high tech.
He's like, he don't talk to me no more. Hey, Tech.
He doesn't say hi. I was literally watching his stream the other day. I don't know. I was literally lurking in his stream the other day.
That's
when
what
he
we
went
do, though.
live.
We learn.
Yeah, man. We
I
vibe. We
jumped
learn.
into so many streams. I just stay there and just listen.
Facts. That's me, man. Yo, so I was
Yeah.
gonna say, like, I know we did a lot of like, that was basically like the as far as from a gaming standpoint, a little bit of
Yeah.
COD, a little bit of League, a little bit of everything, a little bit of Tarkov, as you can see on the screen as well too. That's still the game. I mean, even after all these updates and stuff like that, it's still like you still get in those little ruts sometimes.
You were telling me
Um,
what Tarkov of like this challenge you do with
Ah,
Tarkov is
yeah,
like
just one challenge that I'm working on now, just getting kills on the woods map with a bolt action sniper rifle without armor. And it's just like you can do it. The map is big enough where you
you
could kind of
kept telling
like,
me like you layered that you for me you layered that. So it was like yeah with the bolts. Oh wow, with the bolt rifle. Oh wow, with no scope. Damn. And
yeah, I didn't tell you that
no
all at once.
no shielding. Wow.
Yeah,
Like no armor. Okay. Like it just kept getting worse on this certain map.
yeah.
Shit.
On this specific map. Oh, and it's not just like one person. I had to get like 5 kills.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like, it just gets worse. And I'm like, damn, that's not
Yeah,
a
they're
challenge.
just
That's just
progressively sounding, and that's not even and the challenge that I'm talking about is like maybe one of the easiest. Like, there are so many more challenges that are so much more like difficult when it comes to like
yeah.
that's just like tip of the iceberg type stuff. But it's still like I really enjoy the game, and I definitely enjoyed the latest patch that they put out as well for it, like fixing movement. Or not fixing it, but kind of like tweaking movement and stamina and stuff like that. It's made the game. It's kind of given like the game like a fresh pair of legs. So it's pretty nice. And yeah, man, and
It
that's
was a
just it.
good
Just a lot of
good
gaming, and then obviously looking
update.
forward to the podcast as I
What's
always
up,
am.
Shin? Shin rock in the chat.
Yeah,
Well,
and
man, for me, it's I don't know, just did it because it's achievement season, so a lot of games getting updated right now.
Chivos. Hashtag Chivos.
Getting the games you already owned from last year. That every like the beginning of the year, January, February, they always update those
Yeah.
and give them more chivos on it. The one that was interesting. Let me look at it. I have my Xbox open. This is the first time. I don't know whoever don't do chivos don't give a shit, but
Mm.
I'm gonna talk about it anyway. But it's the first time a game gets updated to 6K. Never been heard of, and this game, this the developer
Even other games
DCF
with DLC and stuff like that, like
only because the limit is 5. It's always been 5. I think it's
ah
even in the TOS, and a lot of the Chivo content creators, like Chivo guys and Welsh Hunter, like they've always said there's a cap. It's 5K. You can't go any and it has to be a specific way that Xbox lets them do these achievements. It can't be like simply easy, which I believe that's a crock of shit because a lot of these are easy fucking achievements. But
yeah,
the game is called Cruise Brothers. So it's a brawler game. By DCF game. It was 5K, and he tweeted the other day, "Hey, guess what? Update, new fighters, new this, new that, another 1,000." Everybody's like, "Wait, how did you manage to get 6K in a game?" It's the first game ever in Xbox history that has 6K achievement. It's a $10 game, I think. It's that $10 right now, $10 game with 6K. So it's like, and then it just people in the community, one side's like, "Oh, that's great," the other side was like, "Oh, that's kind of like exploiting the wallets of gamers," like blah blah blah. Like it was just one of those things, but did that. And a lot of games I've owned, Rabio and Cruz Brothers, it's just been updating itself to get the 1Ks and everything like that. Did that. Obviously played the COD, streamed a little bit on that. What else did I do? Watch cried as my Niners lost Sunday.
yeah.
Um, cried, but not in a way where it's like, damn, they lost because they lost.
Mm.
Yeah, it's gonna sound very, very fanboyish, but they pretty much Philly didn't beat them. Niners beat themselves.
Yeah.
No fucking quarterback. Literally, like you can't even write this shit. The backup of the backup got hurt in this game. Tore his. We didn't know this part yet until the end of the game. They tore his elbow and a cheap hit. Like
Yeah.
tore his elbow apart. They brought the fourth string in, and this kid, or man, I should say not kid. This man hits his head on the ground, concussion protocol. He's out for the game. So they had to bring. They almost had McCaffrey be the quarterback of the team, like McCaffrey. So they're like, no, we're not gonna do that. So they ended up bringing back Purdy,
Yeah.
but just to hand off the ball. I mean, he threw the ball once, and I guess that told him I can't throw. So he just kept handing off the second half. Like it was sad because right from the second half on, it was like we lost this game. We don't have a quarterback.
Yep.
There's no quarterback. And then found out later after his true grit was questioned by a lot of analysts, like sports analysts. oh, it's the big game. You should be out there. Yeah, he tore his whole fucking elbow. Out for he's doing Tommy John surgery.
That's
Tell me,
wild.
tell me what grit you're looking for. Like, what's the strength and grit you're looking for? So yeah, crying on that. What else? What else? What else happened this week? This was just weird. I know we're
A
gonna
lot
talk
of, I
about
mean, I was
some.
gonna say we got shit. Oh no,
Yeah,
there's quite a few things that happened this week, but
yeah. I was trying to find gems, so it would be no weird
yeah,
shit, but
I don't know. I mean,
we
we're
did
gonna
we
try
did
to be as positive as we can about it, but I think we're just gonna know the truth about some of this shit
Oh,
because
did you watch the third episode of Last?
I did. It was really dope. It was really good. It was a very good
I
episode.
Okay, so I gotta ask you 3 episodes now. What so
Yeah.
far? Which is your favorite episode of three?
Um,
Mine is two. Fucking love two.
two was dope. I think so far for me, it's between one and three. I would say three, maybe more so, and it's only because of what I understand now of how little you get of, and I don't want to spoil it for
Three
people that
is
haven't
close.
watched it.
Three is very
No,
close to being the top for me.
well, but and like I said, what I was trying to say with three was that how much it just kind of derived or away from the game. Like it kind of like
That's why right there for
you know
me.
what I mean?
Yep.
Like where it was still it, but still be good. Like so, here's this thing. Here are
It's
these
it's weird
characters
because they go away from the game, but they kept it
in a good way. It's
uh
like
faithful,
yeah,
kind of to like
100%.
like obviously this the way it happened in the game would have been in my opinion would have been kind of in the show because
Yeah.
it's you got to flesh that out to show.
But if they're also doing that and they're taking these liberties, I wonder how far the liberties going. Like I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because obviously new another episode
Oh
tonight. But once you get
yeah.
like, if you know anything about like, I've never fully played through the game, but but I also know how the game ends. So if
Well, now
everybody
let me
knows,
ask
if
you:
everyone's playing the home game,
you haven't been fully to the game. Do you find yourself finding like going on YouTube or whatever, finding to see if you can find that clip and be like, oh, okay,
no, people have done a good
no,
enough job on shorts doing that for me because
okay, okay,
what the
okay.
show is doing, and interestingly enough, for me personally, is it's making me want to play the game.
Yes, well,
It's
I
making me
think it jumped
it's
400 in the
literally
sales of
making
that
me
game,
want to
jumped like 400.
well and not to I mean this not wasn't really a topic, but they pushed back the PC launch of it till
Did they?
basically the end of the season. Yeah. The
Oh yeah,
PC,
you
yeah.
shared that with me. I saw.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
pushed
yeah,
it
yeah.
back because I mean, and now I'm like, yeah, because you know the hype that's going to be around. Plus, two from I mean, not to say like you go to YouTube and find out how the game ends. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the story and stuff. But yeah, so you know, it's one of those things where it's like, damn. I mean, I already have access to it on the PS4, but I'm like, you know what? Maybe that might be a scoop up on Steam. Like, why
I
not?
would say
Like,
at
you know
this
what I mean?
point, just wait for the season, and then
But
go
that's what I
go to
mean.
the
Yeah,
game. Yeah.
I'm not gonna play the game before until the season ends. But I would be curious to be like to go because I already see like the shot for shot certain things like when they were walking to the state capitol and stuff like that,
Oh yeah, the first
or
two
the state
seasons, the first
house
two
and
episodes were like a lot
yeah,
of shot
and
for
the
shot.
shot for
Yeah.
shot stuff, which is cool. Which it just shows you that you could kind of you could take an IP and you could be faithful to it and also just have a really good show. So and no, it's been really good. So I'm kind of
That's good.
excited with it.
I'm interested now that they announced season two. How they gonna tackle that? Because, whew, and I'm not gonna again. We're not
But like I
spoiling
said,
it here,
like
but
no, it's just
it's
yeah,
crazy. How are
it's
you
just
gonna do that? Like,
interesting. Yeah, but like I said, but they're taking certain liberties to make me think like this might not end the way that we think it's going to end.
I would assume that season two is gonna be more of it won't be that probably that
I'm
season
not going to get
itself
into
probably won't be
specifics, but
top
like I
notch.
said, I don't think
Yeah,
this season supposedly season one is supposed to cover the full first game. That was
supposedly I don't know.
supposedly
Well, now I think it will because when they said they renewed
right.
two,
But I
they
don't
said
know what
it's
that.
gonna be
But I
part
don't know
two
what
of
that
Last of
actually
Us.
mean. Like you know what I mean? Like what actually
Well, no, that's what Neil Druckerman said. He go or
right?
whatever his name is. Neil. He said season two will take from. Well, he said take from part two.
Yeah,
So I don't know if it's the whole part two, but
yeah.
it could season one might spill into season two.
Either way, I'm definitely excited to
It's
see
good.
more
Good
of it.
show.
It's
Good
been really
good
good.
good solid show. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's pretty much what I did for the week.
nice,
And yeah, played Warzone with you guys. Stream. Oh, moved over to OBS officially.
nice. Yeah,
Like no more of the Streamlab stuff, just pure OBS. And it's not as hard as I thought it would. Like the way I put it in my head, like nah, you gotta find shit and do things. No, it's not that hard. Just gotta give yourself the time.
yep.
And I figured it out. So yeah, proud of myself. Yep, proud of myself. Other than that, that's it. That's my week. All right. Thank you guys
Nice.
for coming out, man. Have a good week.
That's all, folks. Solid 24 minutes out of us.
Got it. 24 minutes. We're good. Call it.
Jesus.
Call it. Call it.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Play the song. Outro. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Should I troll? Should I actually do it? No.
Right?
I mean, don't. Play the
All right.
outro.
So before we get into these topics, what's up, Timber? Tech knows gaming. We know him as Tech.
Yeah,
He's in
yeah.
the chat and Shinrock and whoever's lurking. Thank you for joining. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like. Consider hitting the like button or whatever, and the subscribe button. That'll help us out. And
Yeah.
because I stream periodically and throughout the week, gaming stream. I don't have a schedule. Hit the bell. The bell will help you out when stuff like this goes live. It'll
Yep.
let you know, hey,
Yep.
we're here and we're live.
And
Check
also,
out those shorts.
and also too, just to add to that, hit the dislike too, because guess what? We don't fucking see him anyway. So
We don't
whatever,
see them anyway. That is
whatever.
the dumbest thing
And
YouTube had. Well, they've
no,
done
it's
stuff
I'm
with
not.
stuff, but
Listen,
yeah,
any because we're all about positivity over here. So
positivity.
even the negative shit, we don't see it. And YouTube
But
kind
you're
of
right
does a
though. I don't.
decent job.
I
Like
see the thumbs down, but even if you hit it, it doesn't show.
it doesn't show. What's the number? Who
Who
cares?
sees
Doesn't
it?
matter. I sleep good at night.
I
Give a
definitely see it at night. Oh yeah, yeah. I was like, okay, thumbs down. Thank
So,
you for
like I
watching
said, we don't want
and
to force
hitting
anybody
something.
to do something that they don't want to do, but
You interacted. Welcome to 2023 where even hate is well,
yeah,
we're not. Yeah.
to give you the numbers. Oh, look, yep. See, Tech says there's a
There's
plugin
a
you can do to
plugin
add
you
the
can.
numbers. Yeah,
And
fuck
there's
the
a
plugin.
plugin for freaking everything. Can we?
There is a plugin for everything. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I was gonna say, can we talk about that? But that'll be a whole different. That's a whole topic in its own. The
that's true.
vertical plugin.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, I mean, so on
A
the
badass
streaming thing,
plugin, bro.
well, I guess real quick we could touch on it. So you've been streaming definitely. You've been pretty consistent with it as well. And I sent you something over. It was an OBS plugin, that essentially works as you could think of it as like an Elgato game capture, which you already have, or something. Just essentially, and you could technically set up scenes in OBS to do this without this plugin, but that's the whole point of a plugin. Somebody set it up this way so it has
It streamlines it.
functionality. It's
Mm-hmm.
streamlined. So basically, you could record clips, have your scenes set up where if you want to record like a quick, TikTok intro, like if you see like Tim the Tatman when he does his TikTok intros or YouTube Shorts intro, how it's just like a vertical shot of him and then it switches over. Like that's literally what this OBS plugin does. And then you get like a record feature, pretty much. Like you do something cool, click a
Oh yeah.
button, boom. They even have you could upload commands. Like I think if you were, I don't know if it was for YouTube, but I think it was for Twitch integration, where not sponsored by the way too. But you can. We're not. It's just, but it's a really cool plugin.
It's really good.
You can
Yeah.
have the chat or have like mods like have control over like what they want to clip. So like if something cool happens, you don't even have to clip it. You could set a command where you can be
Mm-hmm.
like, exclamation vertical, and then it'll clip, and
It'll clip
it'll
that
make it
part. Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
It'll make the clip for you. So it's pretty cool
I
stuff.
made
And then
a I made a hotkey in my Steam Deck.
yeah,
No,
and
Stream
and
Deck.
the
Sorry,
Stream
I
Deck,
made
yeah,
a hotkey for it. So literally, like what Logic's saying is it's like if you guys out there who use OBS, literally like you know how your OBS already set up with the main screen in the middle. Vertical just adds a second screen right aside, nice small screen that makes your video like vertical, already ready to be posted to TikTok, YouTube Shorts, that format is already there for you, and it's a scene itself, so you can literally move around and make it whatever you want and be a little different from your main stream scene. Not only can you do that, you also have a feature where you can like make it where it clips the last 30 seconds, 60 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, how long you want that last clip to be. Like just like Elgato, it'll do a backtrack clip where it'll clip the last 60 seconds. So if you did something cool on your stream, you hit it, clip, and it just clips the last whatever seconds you put to for it to program to clip.
yep,
And another feature to that is if you have, which I don't, wish I did have the TikTok key. I don't have the stream key yet from TikTok. I have 2K followers at 1.1, so go follow me there.
mm-hmm.
But if you have a stream key for TikTok or even IG Live, you can do that as well. So you can dual stream.
You could
And
dual
I
stream.
know
Yep.
before this you had two OBSs open to dual stream Twitch and YouTube or whatever. Like you had to have that happening. But with this, literally, and that takes a lot of resources from your goddamn CPU and GPU. But with this, literally, you can dual stream TikTok, IG, or whatever while you're streaming on your YouTube or Twitch at the same exact time.
Mm.
with two different formats. I don't know if you guys know, but TikTok Live is like popping right now. Like for the gaming scene,
Yeah, it
it's
is.
popping right now. So
A lot of people have been doing the dual streams.
and the dual streams are very, very popular right now. They have two chats going with the TikToks or the IG Live while they are on their main, which is YouTube or Twitch. So it's pretty good.
Yeah,
It's called Vertical. I'll put it in the description after this, but it's called
yeah.
Vertical. I forgot the company that makes it, but it's
It's
really
a
good.
free plugin for OBS too, so
It's
it's pretty
free,
dope.
completely free.
Yep. But you can support the developer actually
Yeah, you
with it
can,
as
you
well.
can.
They have like a link as well on their website to
Yeah,
support
they
and
have
stuff.
like a membership thing where they give you
Mm-hmm.
more like other stuff that you can get from them. It's
Yeah,
pretty
other
cool.
features and stuff. Yep.
Other features, yeah. So, but yeah, I'll link it. It's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. It literally got me over to go to OBS because Streamlabs was really being difficult with it.
Yeah.
It didn't want to use the plugin. I'm like, no, I want to use this plugin, and you're gonna lose me as a customer because I want to use this plugin. Funny how they lost a customer to a free plugin.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, there you go. So yeah, that's now that's the week. There you go.
Getting right into it. I mean, this might just like sum it up.
Mm. Wait, what's the line I use for this right here? Something with a D list. The list keeps growing. Is what I think I said.
Dude, and this was a reply. This was somebody that replied off of because he goes updated
This
because
is
this was a
funny
thread.
though. I mean,
Oh no, here.
not
Oh,
funny,
here's the update. It's not
but
funny. It's interesting as all.
interesting.
Because
Yeah,
I remember us playing Knockout City, and I'm saying to myself, that was a
dude,
cool
we
fucking game.
enjoyed Knockout City. We
And I
did.
guess,
Yeah,
but I just wasn't not. I mean, the numbers probably after the initial like hype around it being, it's like, how did they sustain? Well, we see how they sustained. They sustained right up until now, where it was like, okay, we're gone.
the numbers dropped.
Um,
That's unfortunately it happens. Numbers dropping. They got to make a decision. Do we want to keep a team on this on a dead game, or we
and we've
move on?
seen
But they
this in
did.
other, and we've seen this in other
Yeah,
games as well too. But this, the crazy thing, and the reason why this is a topic this week, and the reason why I think we're gonna highlight it this week is the simple fact that it wasn't just like one game or even two games.
dude,
There was
it felt like a snowball effect.
I remember
Like it
messaging. I
started
remember,
small and it just got
and that
bigger
was the
and
thing. I
bigger.
remember messaging you, and I remember saying, "Did I remember you telling me like, wait, did these guys just like email each other and said, okay, this is the week that we're gonna announce?"
Pretty much.
Like,
Like a whole big industry email went out saying this
yeah,
now it is, guys. If you are unplugging anything, this is the time. The email's going out.
yeah, emails going out
And
now. Mass
it's like
notification.
everything. EA. I mean, it didn't matter who. It just there was no shortage of what company did this. Like even there's even like with this game, I think they mentioned though that they will come out with a PC version that's gonna be offline that you can like get with you like you can still
Oh,
host
that's
your own
cool. Like
server.
if you could do like host your own server and stuff, that would be
Yeah,
cool.
so
But yeah,
you can still have fun that
the
way.
money wasn't there to basically, like you
It
said, to
wasn't.
just keep it going. Season nine, the fact that they made it to 9 seasons. Today we're announcing season nine of Knockout, the
That part
final
surprised me.
season, on
Yeah,
the
when I saw
morning of
9, I'm
June
like, damn, it's been
6th.
19.
Yeah. So June 6th is when they're shutting it down over 2 years after the initial launch. All servers around the world will be shut down. The game will no
They
longer be
had some
playable.
cool skins and cool themes that they were doing with this
Yeah.
game. Like a lot
But
of cool
this needed
themes,
to
man.
go like like the route of the Fortnites. It needed to be like a lot more cross promotion, like to get interest in it. And I think the gameplay loop was cool, like the whole dodgeball like thing, and then ripping it. Like I honestly I thought the
It's
game was
definitely
like a lot of fun
different.
to play, and it was definitely different.
Yeah.
But like you said though, like other getting other IPs to support it
You
and
know,
stuff like that.
for me, it wasn't content because you know we talk about content is king when it comes to these free to play games and everything.
Yeah,
But for me, it wasn't even content with this one. For me, it was more of the people who ended up playing it that became what we call now sweats, and they made it so competitive. It's like Jesus Christ, I couldn't even get a knock or nothing. Like that's like people got really aggressive finding hacks and cheats to play the game.
yeah.
That's what turned me off. I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah,
really?
which is
Like this is
crazy.
what
Which
we're
is
doing?
crazy to me that you would take those steps. I mean, because I feel like they did like a rank. They had like a rank mode that came. So initially it was just like a party mode, and then eventually I think they did like a rank mode as well too.
Mm-hmm.
For it. So which is cool because then you'd have like your casual people that just want to play, and then you had people that wanted to kind of like sweat it out. But if there was people doing, and of course there were kind of like some cheese mechanics and stuff in the beginning. But I think after we first initially played it, I know we didn't go back to it, but that's also too. I think that's also a sign of the times in the industry. It's like you see something new and
Yep, yep.
flashy, and you want to try it out, and sometimes it could sustain, and you'll stay with it. But then
Sometimes it
other
sticks,
times it's
sometimes it
like,
doesn't.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then it just doesn't.
And I
But
think towards the end of us playing this game, because I want to say we ended it like we played and stopped playing it at the same time.
yeah,
So I think towards the end of us playing this game, it was just us going into our own. Literally, we spent I don't even remember this. We spent like hours just in the damn like in the practice area,
Just
like
messing around, just screwing
just
around,
messing
literally
around.
screwing around
Like,
with the bot, throwing the data at
yeah,
the bot and stuff. Like, you know what I mean?
we were
Um,
doing that, so I was like, it would be cool if they bring that private server where we can host it, because every now and again you just want to have a chill, just it's just nothing to like strenuate.
that's what
Just
it felt
throw
like.
it.
That felt like the chill party game. But there's so
It
many
was,
of those now too. So it's like you're all
yeah.
fighting for, you're jockeying for position, right? You're all like trying to get people's attention. And for a quick moment, because this was the new, like back then when this launched, and June will make, they said 2 years, so this was 2020, like around, I think, and that was another thing too. This came out around COVID times, ish, or
Mm.
after already, 2021. I'm sorry, because if we're in
Because
23
we're
already,
saying
yeah.
stream died. What stream died? Because we're live.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. I'm watching it.
You sure?
Yeah,
Mic
yeah.
check, mic check,
Scroll
mic check.
scroll the mouse.
Hi,
Yeah,
maybe.
it's live. I'm hearing myself and you. Yeah, it's,
Okay, okay.
yeah. I think I don't know.
So
I
sorry,
don't know if he meant.
sorry. Then we
I
just
think
hit refresh the page real quick. Sorry
yeah.
about that.
I don't know if he meant the stream died for Knockout City or
I don't
our
know.
stream.
Well, I don't know either. But just going along with it, like initially
Thank
when
you,
it
Jenna.
it came out, it came out 2021. Actually, now that I'm remembering it, and
It's only been
I'm sure there was
yeah,
just
two
people.
years.
I'm sure there was just
Well,
more
it came out
people
on
on it.
PC first. Remember, you told me when
There
I
was that
spoke to you about it.
too.
You were like, "Oh, it's been on
It
PC
was
at
early
a
access
beta."
on PC.
Yeah.
That was another thing. It was early access on PC, and then it came out, and then they were like, "Oh, look, cool," because then it was like the whole Game Pass thing. We're tying it with Game Pass, and then I think Thimber had mentioned it in the chat. I guess they took it off of Game Pass because they took it off of EA Play. If I'm
Oh, because
remembering,
the deal they had with them,
because
they
the
took it
deal
away.
the
Yeah.
the deal is only for EA Play, obviously. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
we're not going to keep it on Game Pass if it's not even offered on the EA Play service, right? 'Cause that's basically like a
Yeah.
one-to-one that they do.
Because
So
what they did with
it's
the when it came out on console, it was like the free. It was like a week of free play, and then they came out with like, oh, if you want to continue playing, you got to pay $5 for the game. Something weird like that.
or something like
And
that
it
as well
kind of
too. I remember
confused
that.
me and others that play the game were like, wait, what's going on here? It's not free no more. Is it gonna be free? How do you access it? It was confusion
Yeah.
from that point forward. And you know what happens when you confuse the community like with a game that is not established yet, and you start throwing
Yeah.
like mud and muddle it, and it's like, okay, what's happening here? And
Yeah.
then you start losing interest. And like you said, in that space, there's so many games like this
Yeah.
nowadays.
And then
Just
so we go from knockout. And this is one. I mean, I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason to order, but that was February 2nd. Also on February 2nd, VGC tweet.
also on this day,
Also on this day,
on this day,
looking back on this day, February 2nd, 2023.
another game we actually played and spent time on.
Well, you more. No, us. Yeah, us
You
for
know,
sure.
us,
Yeah,
we
yeah, yeah,
played this.
us. No, no,
Yeah.
no, for sure, for sure, for sure. Back for Blood developer Turtle Rock has announced it's ending development on the co-op shooter to focus on next game. Now, does this is different because I don't know if they're necessarily. It just means that they're not making anything extra for it. I don't know if this means that they're necessarily.
It's not going. It's not that they're not sunsetting it or unplugging it. They're just not supporting it no more.
Yeah,
Like it's still gonna be there. You can still play it. It's not going anywhere for now.
which
But it won't get any extra content on it. Like
yeah,
they're done with that. Yeah,
and I
because
don't know
they're
if I
working
can.
on the next big thing.
Right, and I don't know if I can necessarily be mad at that because it's like I don't know how much more outside of the obvious adding more weapons, adding more spaces, adding more, you know what I mean, like more chapters to the story and stuff like that. Like, excuse me, I'm sure
How,
there's a way that you could have continued going through and stuff, but I think you kind of reached a limit where it's like, all right, how much more of this are we gonna try to support until it's like, all right, I think
hmm
we've done everything that we could for this,
And it's
and
still on
then
Game Pass.
it's probably still going to continue to be on Game Pass because didn't it?
hmm
From what I mean, at least until we get that article, which is like, oh, hey, servers are shutting down.
Until that happens, yeah. For
Until
now, it's just we're not supporting it with post
yeah,
release anymore. The last one will be this one. Well, I think they already did the last one.
I think I saw in the tweets they were like unannounced game, and then I saw a bunch of people tweeting in the replies, and they were like, "Oh, Left 4 Dead 3," and I was like, "They're not doing it. Stop it,
Stop that.
stop,
Uh,
stop it. That's like Half-Life
that's
3.
not
That's
happening.
just stop it. Just
That's not
really,
happening.
just stop it."
My only concern with this Rock Studios is that they did Evolve the same way. They came out with Evolve. They
But
put it
this
out
was a
there saying
better thing than
yes,
Evolve if we're
yes.
comparing the two, right? This definitely
But
landed better
I'm
and
not trying to spend $70 or 60 or whatever it is to give them, hey, we're gonna experiment on your money.
did you buy this?
Oh, Game Pass. That's why I don't. That's why I'm not bitching. No Game
I
Pass.
was gonna say that's another thing too. Yeah, because but I'm
Like
sure
I
I
would have
think
been
there
a
were
little
people
bit
that
more
bought.
mad if I paid for it, but even then, it's like I don't know, man. I'm probably in the minority when it comes to like my thought process on these things. It happens, man. If they, it unfortunately is gonna go away, but if people were actually playing the game and spending money on it, it wouldn't go nowhere.
And
But we're
then
not. Like, you know,
so here Back 4 Blood will continue to operate. Turtle Rock said the game is currently available PlayStation Plus Extra and premium tiers, and as part of Xbox Game Pass. That's what you were mentioning
so it's on
before.
both services.
It's on both
So this
services.
thing is
Back for
it's
Blood,
exposed.
right? Back for Blood launched in October 2021. Received 3 expansions post-release. The game's last major expansion, Children of the Worm, released last summer with the new story. So summer of 2022.
Oh, so it's been 6 months.
New
Holy
story,
shit.
campaign, character, and more. I mean, and I guess too the RNG-ness of the game when it came to like changing the way the interactions work, because I don't think every interaction every time you load in, I feel like they were procedural. I didn't feel like it was like the same mob all the time, and they had the
Yeah,
cards
no,
like the
they
challenge
kept it
cards and
fresh
stuff.
in that
It
yeah,
kept
they
it
kept it
fresh.
fresh.
But once again, I'll go back to saying the same thing. There's other shit that came along that literally
Well,
draws your attention, or the shit that
I
you
don't know if you
already play.
played World War Z.
Yeah,
That's a really good
I've never,
survival.
I haven't played it. Is it good
That's
though?
as close as Left 4 Dead. Yes, it's as close as Left 4 Dead as you can get. And that game is still being supported and updated today. It's a great game. Like it's the difficulty on it, even on default, is really hard. If you're only playing it with 2 people, you really gotta have 4 players with you to actually run those maps.
Yeah,
But if you're looking for something really close to a Left 4 Dead experience, that one it's really really it's a
I gotta
strong
look into
game.
that. Yeah, I think it's on
No,
Steam. I'm pretty sure it's on
for me
Steam.
to end the Back for Blood, the highlight for me was the cards,
Yes, the
the cards
cards.
that they get,
Yeah,
the
the
power
different.
cards. That was the
Mm-hmm.
highlight for me on that game. Like at first I was skeptical because I'm like I'm not really big on card games like that. Like,
Yeah.
but I thought of it a whole different way until I saw it. I'm like, oh, that kind of. And I Reborn helped me out with it. He goes, no, you're thinking, like that Marvel game that I'm not even gonna mention that I don't think it's worth my time with the
The one I was
cards.
gonna say, the 1v1
Mm-mm.
dueling too, was
I
pretty
can't
fun,
do that.
and
Like I
the
can't do those type of games. But this was like that. It's just different. It was the cards are used to complement your skill base,
yeah,
not to be your actual skill,
yeah,
which is cool. I liked it. Yeah. So
and
we're gonna
then
miss you, Back for Blood.
yeah, I mean, well, it's still
In
there,
the
like you said, it's still there.
arms
But moving on to the
of
net.
an
Well, no, hold on,
angel.
keep singing it for this one, Crossfire X. Like, all right, so this one's actually shutting down service. Um,
This one
this
completely
one completely,
single player and multiplayer gone.
and like
Because
happening, and
see ya.
then I think they're giving, I think this one also too, they're giving money back. I don't
Yeah.
know, one of them
Well,
they're
if
giving.
you purchased it in 14, it was right there, the third line and the effective
In
immediately,
this one,
third
right?
line. And
Purchase made within the 14 days of
it's
February
yes.
3rd. Oh, so before the announcement. So any if you bought it after the fact, get fucked.
So
Um,
my son screwed. He bought the game. So even though it was on Game Pass, he still wanted the second campaign. So he ended up buying it because with Game Pass, it was
yeah,
only the multiplayer. Obviously, that's for everybody, not for Game Pass. But the multiplayer was for everybody. And for Game Pass, you got the one of two of the campaign. It's a 2 chapter campaign. You got the first one, but not the second one. You had to buy a certain SKU just to get that second campaign. So he ended up buying it, and the campaign is phenomenal.
yeah,
I played the multiplayer with my boy Nick, the Nick on Twitter. But I played it with him. We 1K'd the game. We enjoyed it for what it was, and we moved on. But the campaign was the highlight for me. That the campaign is being unplugged. That's
yeah.
weird.
I feel like you were playing this alongside a lot of Insurgency because I feel like this is when you were rocking a lot
Yes,
with Insurgency.
yes,
And I
yes,
know
yes, yes,
you
yes.
definitely
You're
gave
absolutely
this a
right.
try. I know you definitely went for Chivos with this, but if I remember too, Insurgency back then definitely drew a lot of your attention. I think a few of us were also playing it as well too, because I
Yep.
think we were just like I think that's
Well, at
also
the
when we
time
were kind of
we
like
were waiting for the
waiting for
Battlefield, we were waiting
Battlefield
for the
and
new Call of Duty,
we were waiting
whatever
for a lot
next
of
FPS
things.
was. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
there's a lot of things. But yeah, man, this is a game I gave attention to. Once I will be honest, and I'm gonna be real straightforward here. Once I got to the 1K, and I finished the campaign, I did the multiplayer 1K first, and then I finished the campaign second. Once I finished the campaign, no Chivos on that, which I didn't mind. I don't Chivos don't drive me that way in that sort of way. I like them, but if a game is that good, I still play it, whether I get Chivos or not. The campaign was great, but the moment I finished the campaign, it was just, and I was fortunate. By the way, I was fortunate enough with this game because a lot of people had issues with it, with the like it crashed. There was a
Yes.
lot of those issues. I was fortunate enough not to get those kind of issues. in an abundance. It crashed maybe once
Right.
or not. I don't remember.
You were getting them in spurts. You weren't like
Yes, it
experienced.
wasn't
Yeah.
significant enough for me to go, fuck this game. Like it wasn't to that point. But I
Yeah.
know there's a lot of people going to that motion with this game, and it killed their mood for it or anything for it. But it got a lot of negativity from the get go, like being compared to stuff that it shouldn't be compared to,
True.
as people do. You know, always they
I
always
remember.
compare stuff, and
I
one's got to be
remember.
bad for this to be good. I don't understand that whole logic, but it is what it is.
Also, this was
But
a
this
game. Also, this was a Game Pass game as well, too, man.
it
Like,
was a Game Pass game, yeah. But it got a lot of negative press, a lot of negative from people who didn't even play the game or don't even own it.
yeah,
I don't like it. I don't want to play. And unfortunately that stuff, sticks in today's society. But it's only what 1 year that it launched on Game Pass
yeah.
because I think it was last
It
year I was
was
playing this game. Yeah,
last year that
yeah,
it
yeah,
came out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, not even a year.
I mean, I got other stuff in here as well too. This was a tweet that was highlighted. Some of these are not in order. I mean, some of the mobile stuff. This was, I mean, not weird, but this was like, okay, yeah, you're not overextending yourself anymore now because all of that. Remember when everybody, their mother wanted to make a mobile game,
Yep,
and then
yep,
everybody
yep,
was
yep.
like, nah, Call it, especially like when it comes Apex Legends Mobile,
I played
Battlefield
the
Mobile.
mobile Apex. It was good. It was
Yeah,
solid. It
no,
was.
but
It's like
right,
it was my bad. It's like you're playing the console. It literally was the same thing.
right. But it's like, but once again, it's like the support and everything. It's like, and if you know Call of Duty has that, the one thing that hasn't been canceled yet is the Call of Duty, the Warzone one, because
That shit is never.
COD
As
Mobile
long
is
as it
still,
makes billions,
yeah, nah.
it ain't
Well,
going
no, well,
nowhere.
COD Mobile is COD Mobile, but I'm saying separately, the Warzone, the
No,
one
the
that's
new one
still
coming out, Warzone.
the
Yeah.
Warzone one of it, the BR one.
Well,
Obviously,
they
I
got
mean,
the right hype behind it. I mean, they're bringing the first season, the first Warzone, Verdansk, and now
yeah,
there's rumor that they're gonna have the what's the resurgence map they launched with on that one. Uh, that was on
uh,
Blackout too. It was also on
yeah.
Blackout. I mean, not two, but also on. I
Well,
forgot the name of it.
what was it, Alcatraz?
The Alcatraz one, yeah. So
Yeah,
that's rumored to be in this mobile game too.
and
So
mobile.
they got the right motivation there for gamers to go. You know what? I want to play Verdansk again.
Yep.
So people are gonna go, and I don't know if you saw the latest thing on like what it looks like, but from the time they showed it off at the event last year to now, complete upgrade to that game. It
Oh,
looks like
that's
you're
really good.
playing literally on it looks good.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I might just snap a control on that and play it
You
myself.
might. I was gonna
Like
say you might have to.
it looks good.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about the mobile side. Cloud. It exists. So the thing
Yeah.
is, you can play the main game that's on your console on cloud. You literally can do it on your phone, your tablet. So it's that
That's
we're
true
starting to
too.
see that
Yeah.
trend where it's starting to gap it. And I was going, do we really need to make a mobile game with cloud being out there,
Yeah.
or just enable support for the cloud so that if they want to play on their phone or on a tablet or
They
something
can. They
smaller,
can.
they can. So
Well, you see the biggest
there's
one
that
being
part.
Fortnite doing that with the cloud.
Yes,
Login. That
yes,
was
yes,
yeah.
yes.
That's wild
They
to
don't have
think
a
about,
Fortnite
but
mobile. They don't have a mobile for Fortnite. It's just straight. You can play Fortnite wherever the hell you want to play it
no.
at. The sad one here for me was Battlefield Mobile, not because it was being unplugged. It hasn't launched yet, but
Yeah.
the team that was creating this was working it for 3 years, and they were told through Twitter that the whole project got canceled, and that whole development team, that studio
Yeah.
shut down,
Damn.
completely shut down. It's
That's
like that
yeah.
part to
That's
me was
wild.
sad. But in the bigger picture, bigger scope, with the way Battlefield 2042 launched and all the works they've been doing on all the updates, the going forward part is they have to start aligning these things with it can't be everywhere.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, 2042 was not the success they wanted it to be. Playing good now than it was before, obviously, because the updates is phenomenal. But
Yep.
Battlefield Mobile was not gonna help them achieve that goal, and it had to go. Unfortunately, it never saw the light of day. I don't think anybody was waiting on it, but I'm more sad about the fact that they found out through a social media, which seems to be the trend nowadays. When you lose a
Yeah.
job,
I was
you
gonna say
find out
yeah.
through
Like a
tweets.
post. Yeah. Before you actually like. You got to find
Sucks,
out
man.
in a post to the masses. Like you can't even get
That
like the
sucks,
direct.
man.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Oh, by the way, you're fired.
there might have been
Oh, tweet.
indications, like in the office from rumblings and stuff, but
Oh, that's like a whole new meaning to hit me in the DMs, man.
yeah.
Like, they slid in your DMs. They told you as you're fired. It's like, no.
And and so this post here, live service games canned in the past week ish.
Mm-hmm.
The
In
Dragon
that
Quest
bubble, in
Adventure,
that window.
the Rumbleverse one as well too. So it's just, at the end of the day, it just comes down to sustainability, I guess. Like, can these withstand,
Yep.
and with the
Yeah.
test of time? Like, can they still be popular enough and be able to draw? Because that's the whole thing about live service as well, too. Monetarily, like if you don't have the numbers on the game itself, it's like, why are the servers on again? Why are you still supporting it?
And the
So
thing is, love it or hate it, but if streamers are not like the popular streamers are not picking these games, like Rumble versus one of those that it started off with the streamers like Ninja was playing it. I forgot a few others. I think Tim tried it a little bit. There was a few popular streamers that tried Rumbleverse and
yeah,
they enjoyed it at first, but it doesn't if it doesn't hold their views, like unfortunately that's their currency. If their views are dropping
yeah,
because nah, we're gonna move off this.
yeah,
I'm having a lot of fun with it, but we gotta move off. I ain't getting the views.
yep,
So it's one of those unfortunate situations. If it doesn't catch the attention of their viewers, they're not gonna play it. There goes your viewership going down, your exposure for marketing going down, the up talk about it. You could pay millions of dollars to these guys and say, hey, market my game, promote it on your channel. But if their views are dying, they're gonna fulfill their contract and move on. They're not
yeah.
gonna keep playing that.
And then it's more and more too.
Uh,
You keep messing around with games like this and stuff like that because we see like how the industry is kind of wanted to go and move towards these live service titles and stuff like that. And then when we've heard rumblings in the past about ads popping up in games and stuff, which is nothing new. We've seen ads in games for the
yeah.
longest, but not like traditional like what we see when we see ads on like a mobile app when you download it and you
Tell me
get
you
like a
haven't
30
played a
second
sports
ad break.
title without telling me you haven't played a sports title.
Yeah, yeah, you know
Like
what I mean. So it's
you
like,
heard about advertising. Okay.
and it's like more likely than not there's going to be companies that like how do we subsidize like sales or live service or subscription, whatever the situation is, and it's like, oh, well, here's an idea, we just get sell ad space, be like, you're an ad here, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's just
Uh,
it's crazy to think about. I don't want that, but it's like, but it's one
Nobody
of those like
wants
event,
that. Nobody
it's
wants
like an
that.
eventuality that I feel like is slowly starting to like maybe creep into
Yeah.
the back of some of these people's mind,
I mean,
you
we're
know
accepting it even with Twitter right now. We're accepting it. We're literally you go into
Shh.
comments or whatever, and
Yeah,
there's an ad in the comments that
well,
literally, and the ad is almost like it's tailored to the comments. Like it's one of those things where it's like people are butthurt in the comments, and the ad will be, you need tampons, like huh? What?
not to get too off topic, but what's even funnier about that is if you want to get paid off of that ad revenue in your comment, like in your mentions there, if that ad's showing, you have
Oh,
to be subscribed to Twitter Blue.
yeah,
If you're not subscribed to Twitter Blue,
you can
you don't get
literally
the ad
get
cut.
even Twitter's are doing fucking monetization. That's
Yeah,
crazy, man. So
yeah.
it's just
Well,
that's the
yeah,
world. But yeah, man,
that's what happens when for spend 44 bill. You know what
marketing
I mean?
rules the world. But no, man, it's one of those things like you said, man. If it doesn't stick, and if people are not looking at it, no exposure, and people just forgot, like literally forget about it because
That's what it
people
is.
forget.
It's unfortunate, but it's like, oh, this was cool for like 3 weeks, and then
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
that
and it's
moment where it comes out like, oh, I remember that. Oh, they're gonna.
yeah.
Oh, okay, all right, move on.
Yeah, right,
You know,
exactly. It's like, all right, next. Because you feel
Let-
like, because like there's more, because we already know there's more games coming that are like
you-
that too,
it's so, and I think that's where the industry is moving to. Is that we are with the subscription based services now with PlayStation and Game Pass and Steam and like the way you
It's
play those games now versus
yeah,
the way it used to be before. It's unfortunately it looks like it's more
yeah.
quantity than quality. But the industry, I'm hoping this is a trend where the industry is catching up to and going, no, we got to slow this
The
down.
the
We
fight
got
for
to
your
put out quality.
the fight for your
Yeah.
attention span is real.
Yep.
Like legit
Oh yeah.
is real.
Oh yeah, and it's not cheap to do that. It's like even these free to play games are not cheap. People, a lot of the stuff that but it's a free to play game for you. It is.
Yeah,
It
that wasn't
costs money to
it
make
was
that.
free to play. It's not free to make.
It's not free to make.
It wasn't free. Like, don't get that twisted. Like, what we doing?
It's like how it's free to play though. Why would they take it off? Because it's not free to make.
Yeah,
They gotta keep supporting it with money
yeah,
that
man.
you're not paying for. Yeah, it's like free's good, but if you're not putting money into that free model, it's gone.
Yeah.
So it's
So
free to a certain extent.
and then as far as our title went, with the topics, it was server shutdowns and delays. So, well,
This one
this is okay.
sad, but I need it. It
The
needs to
original was
be
what, March 17th.
the date. Yeah, yeah. It was in
So
March, pushed to April.
okay, so this I'm gonna go back because we were just having that conversation about Starfield when we were talking about the Xbox Direct showcase, and I'm gonna listen. Whatever, I could be like off the fucking rails at this point. I don't care. This is also adding up to my okay. Starfield's coming out March. I swear to God, I'm on Team Starfield coming out March.
You know what?
I'm on Team
Wow.
32323. I'm just
What?
there.
I didn't think of that.
I'm there. I'm like, this was a week
Wow.
before. I'm like, you know what? EA fucking knows something that the rest of us doesn't. Okay.
You know what?
Like,
Polish in quotations. Uh-huh.
yeah, we need a
That, you
polish.
know
Yeah.
what? Yeah, let's
Okay.
get out the way. Let's get out the damn way.
I'm
It's happening. You know what?
well,
What oh, that I didn't think of that. I kind
bro.
of
I'm
had to think of
telling
that.
you,
That
in the
makes sense.
next week or so, we're gonna get that the Xbox Direct, Developer Direct, Solo, Starfield. Be like, wow. Oh, and by the way, you're gonna be able to search the
Oh,
stars.
my God.
I know this was supposed to be about Jedi Survivor, which I'm very excited about as well too. But I'm gonna hijack it for a second, and and Todd's gonna be there and be like, or you'll be able to travel whatever the fuck he comes up with saying, right? Whatever clever
Yeah.
thing he decides he wants to
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
and
yeah.
be like, travel the stars, March 23rd. It's like, what the fuck?
Travel the galaxy.
Travel
Be
the
a star.
galaxy,
Yeah, travel the stars, the
explore, yeah,
galaxy, explore.
explore the world.
Yeah, I didn't think of that, but they're
Yeah,
moving
man.
out the way makes sense.
That's what I feel
It's
like.
been done before.
I feel like, because honestly, even what we saw, which was what VGA, right?
Yes,
We got a
yes.
little bit of
For you
VGA
mean
and stuff.
for this
It looked
for
good.
Jedi?
It looked good. I mean,
Oh,
it looked
it
like
looked
Fallen
complete.
Order.
Yeah.
It looked like what it was, but it looked better. Like, you know what I mean? It was definitely looking good.
Hmm.
Lightsaber stuff. I mean, it was looking real clean. So it's like, honestly, yeah, man. It's like, I mean, I'm very excited about this, but I think they're just getting out the
Because
fucking way.
I don't think and okay, and I'll go there because I worked in the studio a long time ago. But if I remember correctly, they use the word polishing. I don't think a lot of people in the gaming community and rightfully so don't know
Mm,
what consists of polishing a game means. A lot of people think it's like they're just gonna make it look better. They just the graphics are they're trying to get that fidelity. There's more to polishing than that, and I
yeah.
think these companies, these developers, are using the word polish in that way. They loosely throw it out there because there's no way if you're polishing a game, there's no way that in a month or less than a month, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish is gonna happen in less than a month.
Yeah.
That couldn't have happened already. Like it just there's no way that you're telling me, oh, we have to delay it for three weeks to a month because of polish.
Well, because you
You know
also
what?
got to get the game out.
Polish
I
ain't
mean,
just, hey, I gotta spit shine the game. That ain't what
yeah.
polish is. It's more like it's not just, oh, we're trying to make it 4K run smoother. No, it's more than that.
Like, I'll be
There's
surprised to
coding and
see when they
all that.
announce, like, oh, hey, by the way, Jedi Survivor went gold. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when we actually
Yeah.
get that announcement, you know?
And that's what I don't know if you noticed, we don't get those many announcements
Not like
anymore. It used
that.
to be
Not
a
unless
thing
somebody's
where it's
really
like, oh
confident.
my God, yeah, it used to be like, oh, it's gold.
Yeah.
This game is probably already gold. They're just not announcing it. It's
Yeah.
like polishing at late stages is a thing, yes, but not as late as I need another month to continue polishing. Mm, I'm thinking they're using it. I'm sure they're doing some things to the game and tweaking some things, but not to the point where people think it's like, oh, they're improving it even more. Where it's at
Right.
right now, coming out April, that's where it's at. It's not gonna change from that point forward. They might have found a bug here or there, but this is I'm with you, man. This
Yeah.
is them saying, "Oh shit, get out the way, boo,
I mean,
get
and
out
then
the
to
way." I don't know
fully
if it
rate it
works.
too. So for the last 3 years, 3 years, that's very good. Jedi team
Mm-hmm.
here at
Ah,
Respawn has poured
three.
its collective heart and soul into Star Wars Jedi Survivor. And we were proud to say that the next chapter in the tale of Cal Kestis, did I say that right?
I
Is
I'm gonna say
content
yes.
is oh wait is content complete. So they announced that. So it's content complete.
The
They're
game is
now
start to finish
focused
done.
right focused entirely on the final stage. Bug fixes to enhance performance, stability, polish, and the most importantly, the player experience. Jedi Survivor is a direct response to feedback from our community, delivering expansive destinations to explore, evolved combat and traversal, and of course the continuation of Cal and BD's story. Making the game has truly made us a better team. We've pushed ourselves at every level to make the Star Wars sequel our fans expect from Respawn and Lucas Games. And
It,
then
it,
they
it,
basically go on
Here's my thing.
6 weeks.
Okay, so this game is start to finish complete, can be played, and they delayed it for like 3 weeks. Or I'm with you. The whole Starfield thing, I'm with you, because it's like, okay, so if you're delaying it for 3 weeks to a month and you're polishing the game, does that mean I'm not getting a day one patch? You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah, like
so does that day one patch still exist, or because you're taking time to polish the game, and that should be part of your policy in the game. Yeah, no, I think this is more of that. What you're saying? Oh man, this is good.
Yeah.
I'll wear that with you. I'll wear
I'm
that with you.
saying until somebody tells me otherwise. Like I said, if we don't hear a peep within the next, I'd say at least, I mean, I don't know, 2 weeks or so. Like,
Yeah, because
um,
it's crazy that the game is content like start to finish done, but you haven't even announced gold yet. Because
yeah.
you can announce gold and say it's poly. Like, I mean, sorry, Cyberpunk. I don't mean to bring you back into that,
Oh no.
but you can go gold and still delay. It's been
True.
proven now that you can still do that. Like, okay, So I don't know. It's interesting, but yeah, that 323 sounds very interesting. At 3 years from the Last Jedi to this one, very
Yeah.
interesting. Then number three just keeps popping. The tinfoil hats, everybody, tinfoil hats. That's what we
Yeah,
do here.
seriously, dude.
Yeah,
Three, yeah,
yeah.
3 2 3 2 3. In reverse, it's the same three, same
Same
thing. Three
three,
two.
two, three. Yep.
It would have been.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, the big date number that they wanted was 11, and this could once again be tinfoil hats, Area 51 conspiracy shit, whatever. But I'm sticking with it until somebody really, tells me otherwise.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that. I didn't. Damn, I didn't think of that at all. Like that makes sense, man. With the whole
telling
date.
you, they're getting out the fucking way.
They're like, nah, because the same thing happened with God of War. They didn't announce a date to Starfield. Said, nah, we're not gonna come out 11/11/22.
True.
And the moment they said that, it's like, yeah. And there was even they had to backtrack it, but there was even that it's coming out 11/11. They were like, no, we didn't mean for that. It's gonna be a week before. Like
Yeah,
they kind of like had to backtrack that, which they probably got body checked. They're like, yo, guys, really? Like you really like hovering over our bodies right now? Like stop.
yeah,
Come out in November, but it doesn't have to be 11/11. Come on. So yeah, pretty interesting theory. I like it. I like it.
yeah.
I like
So we'll see what happens. So yeah, I mean, and it'll be interesting to see as we go along in because we're right at the start of the new year still, just a month in at this point, month and a week. So to see other games, obviously we just had the developer direct, Xbox developer direct that they did. So we had dates on those games. Nintendo, I think they were doing something coming up.
Oh,
You
Draven
know what I
James
mean?
just said the most polished game is Hi-Fi Rush that he's played in a while, and he's
Yeah,
saying
well,
that, and I feel like I kind of screwed the pooch on that one. I didn't. I played I've been playing Hi-Fi Rush and trying to get a 1K on it, and I
yeah.
didn't mention the opening. Damn, I feel like an idiot. That's a great game right there. My early game of the year contender right there. One of my games. It's
Yeah, high
funny.
five. I mean, still everybody right now is kind of still even people that didn't like right away like jump on it. Like I mean, it only had just come out, but there are definitely people that are jumping on it now because of how positive
The buzz
um
is, yeah, or the
the
talk
buzz
about it
is
is.
for it. A
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Really good. Really, it's a solid game, man. My boss battles on that. My favorite is the I tweeted out with a video clip. The wolf battle, the wolf fight.
Yep.
It, that was to me the best boss. And they're all good, but that like was the highlight of that game for me. I didn't mean to skew off the conversation, but my bad. I
No,
just
you're
I
good.
just I figured, damn, I saw him say hi. I'm like, I didn't even speak about that, man. That game is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, we spoke about it last week, but it is phenomenal, man. I finally finished it, and I'm going through. It doesn't have New Game Plus, but you can go back into the game and choose different difficulties and still keep your own everything you did. The progress stays. Essentially, it's New Game Plus, but without starting a whole New Game Plus file, I
Right.
guess.
Right.
Yeah, you can chapter select and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty good. It's
Yeah.
good, solid game.
Dude, this next topic, I can't
3 years. Oh, there you go. Number three.
it's
3 years. Year number three of this
like
game.
I re- I'm
I know
laughing
you're
because
excited because
I
it's your shit. I
I
know it
mean,
is.
I just I played last year's on the cloud, so thankful for that, and I'm still there. This time around this year, I am gonna try to get myself to at least a Series S. I'm focused on trying to get a Series S at least at this point, just so I can
Okay.
play
But
this
you,
game
I
on
mean,
console
yeah.
because I mean it plays on.
Mhm.
I want the console
I
experience
know.
of
Yeah,
playing this
yeah,
game because playing it on cloud is one thing, but when you're playing online and you're already dealing with like fucking crossplay and stuff like that, and then to know that you're
yeah,
playing online against somebody and you're on cloud, and then you got to think
yeah.
like shit if you're playing an Xbox person, like fuck, are they using the cloud? So like you're asking for like a disaster. So
True,
I'm
true.
really and this is one of those things where it's like I want even just an S at this point just to fucking play this game. And it's kind of like how it was the first time I got the S because I was excited when 20 it was 21, right? Because this is
Yeah,
year
it's been
3.
that
Yeah,
long. Yeah.
20. Yeah, 21 jumped on MLB The Show. 21 was Game Pass first
That was
year.
the
You're like, oh,
first
that's
year Game
cool.
Pass.
MLB
First
22.
year being on Xbox.
Yeah, first year on
First
Xbox,
year.
first year on Game Pass. MLB 22 Game Pass, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, what the fuck? Like I was
Like we
like,
were all like, wait, Game Pass
wait,
again?
again?
Okay.
That is
The
again.
same last year where it was like, oh, we want to promote it heavily, but it's on Xbox, so
And then
Game
when I
Pass
saw,
is it.
I'm watching the announcement stream, and I see Xbox, and I forgot before this got tweeted from this Xbox account, right? Like, because I was watching the announcement stream that they had one of the MLB announcers. I forget his face. I forget his name. I want to say
Oh,
it was.
no, no, no,
It's not
no.
Buster Olney. It.
Flourish. What's his name?
You know who I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm
Yeah,
talking
he
about.
hosted the stream.
He hosted the stream. He
Flourish
had,
or whatever his name.
yeah,
I
he
forgot
had
his name.
Chasm on there. He had Donovan Mitchell was on there.
Yes,
Mitchell was there
yes.
because he's like a big MLB The Show player. He likes playing MLB The Show.
You sent me the link. I was like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
shit,
yeah, yeah.
they announced it with the cover
Yeah.
art with the because it was like the reveal for the cover.
So they announced this, and I think it's dope too. I think Chasm's dope. He's a dope player. So I think this is actually, it's definitely. I think it's deserving, honestly. Like I don't think like I think it would have
I
been
love
weird to be like, oh, Judge or oh, like I mean the only other thing is like make it the a player from the team that just won the World
you know what?
Series. That's the
You know
only
what?
other thing I could think of.
It feels right. The moment they announced him, it felt like completely right. I love the colors, the, the color splash really
Yeah.
well. His personality, watching him play last year for the first time, watching him play last year, or not watching him, but hearing about him, like hearing about him
He's
through
an
the highlights of
explosive player.
ESPN.
He's great. Yeah, even though
He's very
Miami's not
explosive,
in
very
my
emotional. Like he
yeah.
cares about, he wears it on his shoulder, he cares about the game, cares about, he's compassionate about what he does. Like it's perfect to me. It was a perfect pick.
Yeah.
And for whatever, like the marketing that's around this game, he's perfect for it. Like it's just perfect.
And I'm just
Like
interested to see how much more like if it because I once this is like now when you talk about sports titles, and I want to preface a lot of this, right? Because I think we've all dabbled in sports titles before and stuff like that when it's
yes,
come to like things like Madden and 2K and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, well, what changes from year to year? Why are you so excited to play the next iteration of the game and stuff like that? And it's like, well, you hope that the things that they've already worked on in the year before, you hope that they've just managed to tweak and just improved on and make better. But then there are things like this isn't like the best sports game ever made. I'm not going to sit here and plant my flag with that. There are definitely things that can be fixed and improved upon. I'm just hoping now year 3 with crossplay, with you know what I mean, like there's certain things that the team at San
like
Diego
those
Studio,
things that were added that were kind of
yeah,
buggy are now
it just gets
improved.
better. That's what I'm
It
just
gets
hoping. I'm just
better.
hoping
Yep.
that they're like they've had so many experiences of people still actively right now playing 22, right now online
Mm-hmm.
playing crossplay, grinding out Diamond Dynasty and things like that. I'm just hoping for a lot of that stuff. But once again, too, it's like how much money is Microsoft giving?
This could be I honestly, with now it being year 3 of this being on Game Pass, I don't think this was a year to year thing. I'm thinking they have like from year 1, they agreed to like a 3 year, maybe a 5 year contract where it's like
Shit.
this will be on Game Pass for the next 3 or 4 or 5 years. I
Fuck
think that's
around.
what happened. I don't think they give it a bag every single year. That'd be crazy the way they spend that money. Especially with all the cuts they did this year and everything. I don't think that's how it happened. This deal's already been in place.
Yeah.
This may very well be the last year that it's on Game Pass, and then they have to re-agree to another deal if that's gonna happen, or it might be a 5 year deal. That's because contracts usually work like that: 1, 3, 5, like those numbers. So this could go. This could be the last year for this deal to happen, or potentially the fifth year being the last
and
year.
they started touching on this because the cross platform play they've been doing cross
Right.
saves technically now it's been like
It started
account
last year.
you could like literally you could have a switch, you could be out on your account grinding out Diamond Dynasty
Mm-hmm.
games like locally like on your Switch and then jump on your Xbox, jump on your PlayStation, whatever. And the only thing I wish they fucking made this game for
No,
PC.
sorry. Cross save started
But
year 1 of it being on
yeah,
Xbox.
but
That's the thing. Yeah.
the cross platform play, I don't know if it came, but not like right away. If
Yeah.
I remember correctly, and then
Yeah.
just the cross progression once again with your account continues for MLB The Show 23. That's huge, man. Especially if you're a multi
Yeah.
console, holder and stuff like that. There are a lot of people that because obviously this game has only been on PlayStation for however many years that they've basically been making this game. And
Mm-hmm.
the second it switched over, there were people that were like, "Oh, I heard that the game it's fucked up to say." I'm not saying this. I'm going to preface this by saying I'm not saying this to start any type of console war bullshit. I'm just flat out saying like from the streamers that I watched, like the content creators that I watched play the game, playing on PlayStation when on 22 when they were like, "I'm going to try this on Xbox." There's this guy Damu that I watch or whatever like that. And he's like from like the Atlanta area. He's a Braves fan and he plays a lot. He plays Diamond Dynasty. I watch him stream on Twitch, and he started playing on Xbox, and he's like, games feel kind of better. The game feels kind of better on it,
Mm-hmm.
like just from, and he's been playing the show and grinding the show and streaming the show for years, like for years. There's another guy,
Yeah.
Chev. He's from Queens. This guy used to play baseball in college. He streams on Twitch. He's playing the game. He switches over, starts playing on Xbox. He's like, not gonna lie. I mean, he's played, but because of cross progression, I'm not gonna lie though, I get better connection games he's going on the Xbox. But he wasn't like rah rah like I'm Team Xbox. It
Yeah,
was
no, no.
just
He
more or
was
less like
highlighting what felt
just
different. Yeah.
it just felt different, and in some cases as well just felt better. And it's just I guess it's good to see because once again this isn't a first party title for Microsoft. You know what I mean?
Not anymore. Yeah.
This is a first party Sony
Well,
title.
not yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a first party Sony title, but that's available now on Microsoft and on Nintendo as well. And that's another thing.
Yeah.
And that's a cool thing as well too. That this isn't just a celebration once again for people with Xboxes that have wanted to play a good baseball game, but people on Switch as well too. You know.
Yeah.
And obviously because we're Yankee fans, I have to mention the collector's
Ah, the
edition.
best part. The best
I
part.
mean, Jeter's actually in the fucking game.
Yeah.
Like now,
First
he's
time
gonna be,
on MLB
yeah,
the show.
on MLB The Show. He's actually gonna be in the game. This is dope. His cards. I hope his cards not shit. I really hope his card's not shit. Um, I'm sure they're gonna have a program like they had with like Otani and stuff like that. Like it'll be interesting to see. But even his card designs, because now we get to see like his any of his top cards and stuff like that. They'll put in obviously of old because they do that like throwback like now with like the Yankees collections. Like we'll get like maybe 98 Jeter or something like that or 2000 Jeter and stuff. We're probably gonna get the when they do the moments because they have moments in
Well, yeah,
MLB. We're gonna get
they're
get the
gonna give you the
Mister
card that
November.
highlights
Yeah,
the pinnacle.
we're gonna get the Mister November moment. When he hits
Mm-hmm.
the home run in the postseason in November when it just 12 o'clock midnight. And
Hell, the first November game played for the MLB
yeah,
was that year. Yeah,
was that
and he hit a
game
home run.
playoff game and he hit
Remember,
a
they
home
hit
run in it.
1201 or whatever. Yeah.
Yep. So it's crazy. So they're calling it right here, collector's edition, the digital deluxe edition, or the captain edition. So this is cool too. Early access. They're doing this like because they're literally having this game sync up almost with the start of the MLB season. That's another thing
Yeah,
as well
because
too.
usually
Is like
they started like the game comes out like a week or two before
yeah, it's pretty much a
the
week before the
season.
season
But with
starts. So
WBC happening, that's something I would like to see them implement these games like a mode for
eventually, I think
WBC.
I think they will
Or
absolutely as
event,
well.
even an event, like even a post launch event type of stuff,
Yeah.
because WBC is not every year; it's every what 4 years.
So this I didn't
It
even
was
say. I didn't even read the rest of this. Hold on, look at this. Hey, since we're still on the topic, starting February 15th and lasting through February 21st, players 18 and over in the U.S. Canada with Xbox Series XX, PlayStation 1, PS5, PS4, or Nintendo Switch internet connected console can participate. MLB The Show 23 technical test.
anybody.
We want to deliver the best version possible, and will be The Show 23. Do that, we need everyone's help to stress test the servers, online matchmaking, cross-platform play, excuse me, online co-op, and more in addition to gathering feedback on our
You know how
gameplay.
much more sense this makes than we're doing a private beta for a select few, and we
Yeah, if
want
you
to test
pre-order the game, you
the
get to
net
do this.
code.
No, they're
You
just like
can't
straight
test the
up.
net code with a few selected. Like if you just throw this out there like that, if you're 18 and older, play. I want
Yeah,
you to test it. That's how you get a true testing of because everybody's gonna jump on this now. There's no like what do you call that red tape. There's
yeah,
no like you have to pre-order the game to get into technical test, or you gotta join our site and hope to get an email saying you've been chosen. That kind of stuff.
yep. So right here, actually, they show this was just Xbox show because I'm sure it's similar to like on the PlayStation
Mm.
side, price wise and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. Digital deluxe edition, $100. Get the full version of the game, 4 days early access. And then right here, the codes: Captain's Choice Pack,
Mm.
TBA themed choice pack, TBA themed uniform choice pack, 5 gold good.
You get
Just a
five
lot of
gold chips, yeah.
the 20 show packs as well too. One ball. That's not bad, and the 30K stubs to start. double daily rewards. That's actually pretty decent. For the $100, that's definitely worth. I think, in my opinion, with all that shit.
You'll be in the chat. What up, yo, babe?
The physical, I think in the physical version, you get the hat. They got a
Yeah.
little.
Bro. Speaking of hats, I want that Puerto Rico hat. I don't know if you saw
Mm,
the
so
New
for the
Jersey.
WBC, for the WBC.
The hat in the jersey. They put the San Juan, the El Muro, which is
Oh, okay.
the cat the castle they used to fend off the Spaniards.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like they have that on the jersey now, like that whole scenery
Oh, Puerto Rico
on
ain't
the
fucking
bottom
around.
part of the jersey. It says Puerto
Puerto
Rico
Rico
on
ain't
top.
fucking around.
Oh yeah, no, it says Puerto Rico like normal on top, but in the bottom of the jersey has that scenery and the hat as well. I'm like, oh man, I gotta get me these hats. Oh my god,
Yep.
like yeah, and we still can't beat the Dominican Republic for whatever reason. Like every time they just beat
So
us.
obviously here too, because it's still cross gen as well. Not that it's cross gen, but it's still current gen and last gen. They have the Xbox One version,
It's
$60,
crazy
full
how
game.
they haven't moved on, man. It's been like three. This is year number three of these consoles, and we're
I
still
mean,
talking about last gen. Like I get it, but oh man, enough. Like move on.
but also to your feature, and that was the thing too. That's like why, like I was half tempted because I have the PS4 Pro. I was half tempted to get 22 on the PS4 Pro last year, right? But you can play online, but you're limited in some of the things that you could take apart
Right.
in,
Yeah,
just
because of the
because
the
just
system.
limitations of the game itself. Yeah, exactly. So I was like, you
Yeah.
know what?
Because
Uh,
they do as much as they can. They parody as much as they can, as
yeah,
much as
but you're
the
still
tech
limited
part.
by the hardware and
Yeah,
what you
and the
could do at
hardware.
that
But,
point.
but but that's my concern. The thing is that we're 3 years in now, and it's like, what are they changing for the current gen version so it can fit and be parodied to
Yeah,
last gen version? Like, I'm missing out. It just feels that like it could be things that we're missing out on that they can't implement because they have to parody it. So,
yep.
but yeah, man, this is what's the date on it again?
This
March
is March 24th. Technically, the official launch date that's the early access date. I think the actual date is the 28th.
of March,
MLB
yeah,
The
which is
Show
right around the
20,
corner.
yeah,
Shit.
23rd. So this was the highlights, a summary of the article. Jazz Chisholm, junior electric personality, play and love all things baseball made him great. Choice to be on the cover athlete MLB The Show. Have access to all your progression and card inventory and MLB The Show 23 on every platform you own with cross-platform play, cross saves, and cross progression. Dope. Derek Jeter's back. That's right, baby. MLB The Show as MLB The Show 23 Collector's Edition cover athlete, and then MLB The Show launches on March 28th and 4 days early.
Mark Saber said, "Oh,
March 24th.
Reborn's in the chat, by the way. Reborn and Yobi
What up,
and
Reborn? What up, Yobi?
Timber just said March 24th, the day after
Right? Yeah,
Starfield.
no, they're not going to. Yeah, they're not. Right, exactly. Exactly.
They're not moving their game.
Well, that's another thing too. It's like, so I mean, if we're doing some calendar shit too, since I have it up here, March. I mean, it's a Thursday, right? It's weird, right?
Yeah,
But who
yeah.
gives a fuck? It's still like, what?
Who gives a shit?
Who
Yeah,
cares? Like, you know what I mean?
it's
Just
gonna come out. Yeah.
it's there. Circle your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Starfield.
Mhm.
But yeah, I thought this is dope. Like I said, this is another
I'm
W.
excited for this, and I'm
Very
excited for
excited.
baseball season in general, just to
Same.
start already.
I need some baseball.
With the whole we were talking about this before we went live.
Yeah,
The
we
whole
haven't had the Super Bowl yet,
shifting
but I
rule.
definitely need some baseball in my life.
Yeah, the shift rules eliminated. No more shifting in the field. Oh, can't wait to watch how that works out. Oh my god,
Yeah,
exposing some of these teams that only became winners because of the damn shift.
yeah, because they
Oh,
knew how because they knew where the ball was coming.
oh yeah,
80% of the
yeah.
time.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if Tech is still in the chat. Baseball is happening again.
um,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I had some other stuff too. I had here. I don't know if I sent you this article. I think my brother might have sent it to you though. The Dragon Age Dreadwolf gameplay. Did you
Yes.
see? Okay.
Yeah. That was yeah. He sent that to you. Sent it to me, and he sent it to me.
Yeah. So we'll
Like
go in. So this is
but
the
I
more
didn't get a
part.
chance to go into it though.
Yeah, this is the more part of the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. So,
Yeah.
uh, Dragon Age Dreadwolf gameplay leak showing God of War style combat. Okay, one thing. When I think of Dragon Age, the first thing that comes to my mind is fucking not God of War. But I'm
Nah,
not.
not at all. Like without seeing, because I haven't looked at the clip either. I'm assuming there's a clip with this stuff you
Are
guys
we
sent
gonna
me.
get? You think we're gonna get taken down if like I do the if I play the? Oh no, it's all right. What do you think?
Well, I mean, VGC has a whole article on it. It just
All right, here it is. Here's the
maybe the
imager.
first time I see it because I haven't watched it.
Oh, here's the little like boots. We're kicking. We're moving. We're moving. Okay, we're drop kicking. What the fuck was that? Guy, for those
Yeah,
listening, for
yeah,
our audio listeners, I just
yeah,
watched a guy
yeah.
in a full-on armor suit do a drop kick. Like, what the fuck am I watching?
Wow. Okay, now that wow. This is I'm assuming alpha,
This is Alpha.
right?
This was Alpha
Oh,
that leaked. So okay, so VGC puts out the article. Dragon Age Red Wolf gameplay. This is from just so Andy Robinson over at VGC. Dragon Age Red Wolf gameplay has leaked online, offering its first look at BioWare's RPG sequel in action. Now, supposedly the original conversation was, and if I remember correctly, I want to actually get this from my brother. Um, let's see here. Scroll up a little bit. New Dragon Age. Okay, here it was. So this was a quote from my brother, and I quote from Draven. Why is this game taking so fucking long? Question mark. So like posing the question, he goes, "It's because originally this
exposing the
game he's
tweets.
posing,
Oh
yeah,
god,
yeah, the
text.
DM. No, it's good though. He'll be fine with it. I promise. It's because originally the game is going to be like Destiny or Anthem, but Anthem bombed so hard, BioWare realized, shit, that's a really bad idea, and changed it to a single player game.
Yeah, yeah. I
Bro,
honestly, this game has that influence of oh shit, we gotta change the whole thing around. It's probably why it's taking a while. It's been rumored for such a long time, and
I
then
mean,
I think they mentioned Dragon Dread like last year was the reveal of the name,
so
but Dragon Age itself being the next Dragon Age was been rumored for a while
So
now.
here are my response. Here was my original response to my brother too. They were short, but it was, and I said here, I said not everything had to be, or what I meant to say has to be live service to be good. Like that's another thing too. The fascination now with we got to do a live service game. Fucking Sony bought Bungie so that we could go and have Bungie make a live service game for them or whatever their next project is. You know, maybe Marathon fucking 2.0, whatever they're doing for them, like live service, because I understand the fascination with it because you saw some studios and some developers have success with that. But sometimes when you think of a game like
You
when I
gotta have
think
a
of
good idea though. You gotta have a solid idea to have that.
Dragon Age is like to me like when people think of Dragon Age, I think of Mass Effect. Like that's like when you think of Bioware's two shining fucking crowns, you think of Dragon Age, you think of Mass Effect. Like there was, and just like when you think of Bethesda, you think of Fallout, you think of Elder Scrolls. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
there's games you automatically like shoot to when you mention companies like oh I know what
yeah,
they make this they make that.
and I'm not
Yeah,
saying don't change because I think I also said that too. Also, sometimes I said to my brother, also sometimes you should stick to what you're good at. Now, that doesn't mean no, you can't try new things. I think that's because then we just would never get anything new and innovative. Like if people thought that way, we'd still be getting
that's been
fucking
that's been my thing for a while though. But it's like we as
yeah,
gamers we're always asking for fresh new things. I'd rather a brand new IP to be fresh rather than take something that's so classic
and then
and just
fuck it up for
slap on
everybody and fuck it up for
yeah.
everybody. Yeah,
Yeah, we saw that God of War. We envisioned their game this way. It's gonna work for us too. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, when I saw the headlines with like God of War style combat, I cringed.
dude.
Like I was
When
like,
we
like
when we get when
not because
we
of God of War,
right
because of Dragon Age.
right
That's
exactly.
not what Dragon Age is. Dragon Age has that tight, crunchy feeling to the controls. Dragon Age is not God of War style. It's just and then now you show me this video. I'm going no, this man kicked a full on armor, bluntly kicked him and moved them effortlessly with a kick.
And I'm not saying it
What?
can't evolve into that because I'm not also saying too like God of War evolved. Like that's another thing that people don't realize. Like the people when we talk about God of War now, we talk about it in its 2018 on. We don't talk
Yes.
about like God of War the original trilogy and the
Yeah.
PSP games. We don't talk
So
about the
I
hack and
automatically assume
slash.
when they say God of War style, I automatically
You're
assume
never
2018.
thinking
I didn't.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're
wasn't thinking
never
the
thinking about
trilogy.
the hack and slash. But that's what I
Yeah.
mean though. It's like when you say Dragon Age, I'm never thinking about like, okay, and I'm not saying that it can't evolve into something like that.
But that's what bothers me about this type of thing. Like you're Dragon Age. You don't need to be pretend to be something else. Like it just seems like the whole God of War style is a cheap, like a cheap add-on to the game or cheap and like coding. Like they. I don't want to say it that way because that's bad wording. But for lack of better terms, they're cheapening the experience of Dragon Age
Well,
by
it's like a
making it
vehicle that you can
fluff,
easily like be able to
like
mod or something, like a vehicle to
like
deliver your
yeah,
content in, but it's
it's like
not.
they're fluffing it up for the casuals. Like, well, Dragon Age was never for the. It's not. It doesn't have a casual fan base. It doesn't.
I mean, do I?
Not,
I mean, do I dare bring up the Mass Effect 1 and 2 thing? It's like
Right,
how hardcore of an
right.
RPG Mass Effect 1 was, and then
It's not for the casuals. It was
for
never meant for the casuals.
to make it
But these
accessible
guys,
for
you can.
people. I'm sorry.
Eh. No, no,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
no,
I'm sorry.
no. I was gonna
I'm
say,
just venting now.
to make it accessible for people to kind of stick with the theme, accessible for people on console, you had to
Yeah,
turn it into like this like action, like this shooter, this third person like over the shoulder kind of shooter thing, which it kind of like what it was
yeah.
in the first, but in the first Mass Effect, but it's not. So it's like I said, I don't necessarily mind the change. I don't know. I just don't want them to go too far away from what made Dragon Age just really good. This was Heartbeat.
Well, to be
He
fair,
loves Dragon.
this is just a this is like a 15, 30 second. Well, less than 50. I
Well,
think
yeah, there's
it's
other
just a
little
loop clip. So I mean, I'm not sure if there's more. If you're gonna show me more, but
there's these like screenshots here.
yeah, and
Here's a
let's take it with a
trait.
grain of salt. It is alpha build. This is
Dude,
a
you know what
leaked
this looks like?
footage. So
Dude, what
yeah,
does this remind you of, please? Please. Please. Right here.
but that clip.
Yeah, no, right here. This little screenshot. It's not even a clip. It's just a screenshot. What does it remind you of here? Can you see this
As
well?
far as the UI,
Yeah.
Destiny.
I got a better one for you. How about
Which one?
Assassin's Creed?
Oh shit, Valhalla. Oh,
Dude,
and
or
Odyssey.
even
Oh,
Odyssey, like cut, copy, and fucking pay.
yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna sit here.
Yes.
I'm like, and once again, this is alpha. This could just be like, yo, we see this is how it could work. This is maybe how the UI could be. Whatever, map, character, companion, skills. Like, it. Hmm, I don't know.
Yo,
I don't know, man.
I you killed me with the whole Assassin's Creed, bro.
Because that's the first thing, and I understand. It's just it's
It's
easy
not
to
Dragon Age.
association. It's
It's
just
just
like,
not. Yeah. It's just not. I mean,
and we'll see because
I'm not gonna
but this
kill it.
is
I'm
an
not gonna
RP.
kill it.
But see, but you know what it is though? They turned Assassin's Creed into that RPG action game.
Yeah.
I was about to say Elder Scrolls. Fucking Dragon Age
Well,
has
see, that's
always
the thing.
been the RPG game that they now want to turn into what, from the looks of it. I mean, I know they say God of War, but Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
with RPG elements, like you know what I mean.
Maybe
So it's
this is
just
their way because I recently, not recently, but I played maybe last year. I think it was. I played the last Dragon Age that came out
yeah,
through EA. Actually, I own it, and I end up playing. Maybe they're trying to it fix the like because it is clunky. The last ones were clunky. Like the last Dragon Age, the
yeah,
combat system on it was clunky. Not the buttons, that kind of stuff. Just the actual controlling of the animation of the
right,
character was
right.
clunky. It felt clunky. Maybe this is their way to answer that, but I think they could have went a whole different route and not just use the Epic Games, for not Epic Games, but like the whole over the shoulder. Let's do God of War style. Like I get the whole industry is an art
Yeah,
and people imitate each other's art and that's the flattery of it. I get that. I totally understand that. But when you are the art and you're imitating another art, like you are the art. Wait, Dragon Age has its own following. You
yeah.
don't need to follow nothing else. Do your own thing. If anything, improve on what you already have and just blast that away. Like do that. Like you're Dragon Age, man. Like in a world that we have in Elden Rings now, this is a tough sell for me. And again, this is alpha. It's probably a knee jerk reaction I'm giving you right now, and I'm hoping I'm completely 1,000% wrong when I say this is not what I want to look at, and they blow me away and go, let's show you more. Again, it's an alpha leaked footage. It's
To
not. It wasn't meant for
Draven in the
marketing.
and Draven in the chat, to his point, last time they did action combat was Dragon Age 2, and that game is worse. And that game is the worst in the series.
And I didn't play it, and that tells you more. I did not play it because it's not the style I wanted. Now the last one that came out, the Inquisition,
Inquisition, yeah,
I enjoyed that game.
yeah, a
I,
lot of
I
people did.
enjoy no matter how clunky that damn thing was, but I
Mm-hmm.
enjoyed the shit out of it because it
Yeah.
was Dragon Age. It was that it felt good. Um, to go back, I don't know, man. It again knee jerk reaction, and I want to be 1,000% wrong, and I want to see it progress. Obviously, this clip they're showing, this leak is not marketing
Well, so
already.
here, right, so here it is, right. Obviously, none of this was the only thing that was confirmed. So last October, and by last October, I mean this October that just passed. BioWare general
Yeah,
manager Gary McKay stated that, so not that long ago, stated that Dreadwolf had reached alpha status and was playable from opening scenes of the first mission to the very end. So they basically had a working game from the first to the end in alpha status.
Well, yeah, to
And then
get
he
out,
went on
yeah,
right.
Alpha stated, yeah, you have to get a working game in
He
Alpha
went on.
state.
He went on to explain. McCain went on to explain that the team is now focusing on the game's pacing, the various relationships that players will have with other characters, like NPC shit and stuff like that, as well as narrative cohesion, making sure everything fits and makes sense on the storyboard side. But
Mm-hmm.
here they're showing here the alpha version reportedly did not contain the ability to command party members, making it like that would be like imagine like you were playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, right? And you're playing
Mm-hmm.
as Cloud and then you couldn't go and switch to Tifa, or you couldn't go and switch to,
Oh
and you
God.
literally they would just be their own like because that's essentially what you're
Oh, in a
and
world.
in a world where you didn't have control over your party. But once again, this could
Oof.
just be that it was alpha like that, so we can't really. This is the earliest version of the game, pretty much possible. They're just
Dude,
making
if
sure
I'm
that it
not if I
runs.
if I'm not able to switch characters, oh man. Woo! Okay. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Reddit user
Okay.
noted that the most immediate thing you notice is the animation quality has drastically improved. We've never seen animation quality this good in any BioWare game,
Mm-hmm.
which is good, I guess.
Yeah. No, I agree because that's what that was the point I was making earlier. It was like they like notoriously it's a clunky like
Well,
Inquisition's clunky.
I wonder what engine they're using too. That's another thing. I don't know anything about
I
that,
mean,
but that would
with the
be
whole industry moving to freaking well, they got the I think don't they have their own engine?
well that they
The
were
whole
for
industry needs to move to the Unreal shit. So
well. Remember, a lot of the times they were. I know they were forced to use. Actually, Yobi might know this, or even my brother might know this too. What engine they were using? Dragon
I mean,
Age.
Google. Yeah, let me see.
I don't know if game engine. Come on, we have Google Frostbite.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh,
but
the last time they
that's
updated Frostbite. Shit.
well, no, but see, but that's the thing. They've been using Frostbite though. Like,
Ah, okay.
and same thing. Like, so right here, problems developed by Bioware. So this is well, so I don't know if they switched off of it. If there's been any report, this is the wiki for Dreadwolf. But yeah,
Mm,
they're saying engine is Frostbite.
okay.
And the last one, Bioware, Andromeda and Anthem were both on Frostbite as well too.
See,
So
that's the thing, man. The concerning part there for me is now. I hate to
I don't
say,
think
but Mass
Frostbite's a
Effect,
bad engine, but it's just
like the
fucking
new Mass Effect they're working on, are we making these
is
type of
that
changes to that? It's like,
bro.
please don't,
That shit
do
needs to
that.
be that shit needs to be Unreal 5, like on some real shit. I'm saying
On
like
the
straight up.
real, yes.
Fuck
Yeah.
this in-house shit.
On the Unreal, yes.
On the Unreal, on the
On
real
the
real.
Unreal, on
I need
the
Yobi,
Unreal real. Yeah,
I need somebody to chime in and be like, yeah, no, yeah, for
yeah,
real.
yeah. But yeah, the first time I seen the clip was like, I think I did it purposely because I wanted my reaction to be on the stream,
Yeah.
on the pod. But it's like, I don't know, I don't like that. It's alpha. I know it's a clip, but it's like I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it. I gotta see more. I gotta see more. Obviously, it's not a marketing clip. It's just a short clip of him kicking uh the heavy armored dude like it was nothing. But like you said, it might be later on
Oh,
in the
it
game
is.
when
I'm
he's
sorry.
powered up.
Draven just said right here. They learned the lesson because the next Mass Effect is using Unreal Engine 5. Very good.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
Thank God.
very good.
Yeah.
Very good. That's good. Like that.
Thank the Heavenly Father. We appreciate
Thank
that.
the heavily gaming fathers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sensei. I want them to keep Frostbite away from. Yeah. Well, they're using UE5. David just said.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're with you. I think we're with you with that.
Same.
Move away from the Frostbite. Especially after what you did with the last Mass Effect. Yeah. Move away from Frostbite, please.
Yeah.
Like, get away from it. It's good for Battlefield. Great for Battlefield. I think that engine was made for FPSs like that. I don't think it was meant for RPGs, but yeah.
But it's in house, so they were trying to cut costs and save instead of licensing some shit.
Well, it's easier to just I guess just to use UE5 is a lot cheaper. I would say maybe
At this point, it should be. Well, also,
and
and you get
easier.
Epic, and then you get support from fucking Epic too. They'll fucking
You
help
get
you use
support
their
from
engine.
Epic. Correct.
Like they'll
You have
literally help you.
you have that library of sources and support just opened up to you when you use their stuff. That's true. That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Frostbite was made for Battlefield and has a lot of Frostbite was made for That's what I remember. I think it was introducing Bad Company, no, with the destruction and all that stuff.
Yeah.
With our Frostbite 3 engine, I remember that damn advertisement. We can level buildings and shoot
Well, that's
it down.
when they started getting Levolution and shit. Like
and then Battlefield 2042.
Yeah.
We don't
Bad
level
Company
buildings no more. Now we give you 2 tornadoes.
They just made games where they were like all the buildings were leveled.
Yeah,
they
they were
there
already
were no
leveled.
yeah there were no buildings to head
No,
to
no,
level.
don't rub your eyes and blink hard. You didn't load in late to the game.
Yeah,
It's been broken already,
yeah.
like
No,
from
we're
the
on a
beginning.
field because
Yeah,
we haven't built buildings yet, unfortunately, in the time that we're setting this war. Sorry.
Bad Company 1. It was
No,
introduced in
I was
Bad
talking
Company
about
1.
BF1. Oh yeah, the frostbite. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, Frostbite. That's what Javen just corrected.
Yeah, man.
Oh man. So yeah, man, it's I don't know. That's weird. I wanna I wanna mention one thing.
Yeah, go for it.
Maybe it'll go on for like a good conversation.
Go.
Did you watch the 10-minute gameplay of do I have to finish that sentence?
Ten
The
minute
10-minute
gameplay
game
of it sounds familiar.
of the day before?
No, I didn't. Can we watch it? Are we allowed to watch it?
Yeah,
Can I have it on?
please put
Can
it
I look
on.
it up? All right.
Please put it on.
Yeah,
Please,
yeah,
please.
yeah.
You seriously didn't watch it?
No, I swear to God, I didn't. So
Oh my god.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This is the game, by the way, that they said they had to delay it till the end of the year, November,
But they showed this.
because
This was
the
official. This was the ten
copyrights.
minute trailer.
Yeah, so they had to delay all that. They had a whole event planned to show us gameplay. They canceled it because some sort of copyright thing that somebody had copyrighted the name. But and then they
Yes.
delayed the game to November. Weirdly enough, they delayed the game for a whole year because of copyright thing. But their website still has a name on it. Their YouTube still has a name on it. Kind of weird. And then they came out of nowhere and said, "Oh, you know what? No. We're gonna show you a 10-minute gameplay clip." I mean, obviously we're not gonna show all 10 minutes, but this
Well,
is
no. Well, we might. I mean, where?
I mean, we could.
Yeah. This
Because we're
game
not
was
gonna
supposed to
get
come.
hit for this
This
at all.
game was
So yeah.
supposed to come out. That's
In a couple of
they're in a
weeks.
sub. That's the
In a couple
Chrysler.
of weeks.
That's the
In
Chrysler building
March.
right there. They're literally
Hmm.
in right. Am I bugging? That's
Hmm.
the Chrysler
Yeah,
building. No.
no, you're seeing different assets from different cities. That's Chrysler.
Okay, that's
It's
the
not New
Chrysler.
York, but
That's not New
it's
York, but that's the Chrysler building. Got it. Okay,
that's the
cool.
Chrysler
All
building
right.
in whatever this made up fiction
Is it fiction? But that's the thing.
fictional.
Is it? Well, isn't this supposed to just be what the not the survival mode was from the Division or something like that, but zombies or some like I forget what this was supposed to be.
It's a cross between uh what's that? Yeah, you said it. Division,
Yeah.
but Tarkov style
Right.
with the
Survival. Like I could loot cars and shit.
survival,
Yeah. But
looting,
everybody's
and
been
looking to
saying though
survive.
that this just looks like a crock of shit. Like that. This is like we're basically
It
being
doesn't look
deceived.
bad. It just doesn't look. It does. It's not what. Okay, from what they've been showing us off, which if you're a smart man, you know that what they've been showing us off is in-engine bullshit. None of that was actual gameplay, even though they try to
This
show
is
it off
game,
as
but this is
gameplay.
gameplay now.
This is true gameplay right here, and this is where the game's at. So this is the game that's supposed to release, was supposed to release before delay in March,
Right.
like this thing. And if you watch this whole thing through, there's hardly any interaction with a fucking zombie in this game. They shoot a couple of stragglers here and there throughout the demo,
Right.
but nothing to the point where they've been trying to promote what it's like a post-apocalyptic survival in your face. It's always going to be that scary moment where, oh my god, they're coming at me. You know, it never feels in this demo alone. It never feels like he's in any danger. Like he's literally looting through the whole 10 minutes.
I
Like
hope
he
this
stops
little
here.
yeah, I hope this music that they're playing on here isn't like fucking TFC. I'd be pissed. I'm talking over it right now. Yeah.
I'm talking about the
I'll just continue to
copyright
talk over
stuff.
it. All right, so right now we're putting an AR pistol grip on an AK. That's a no-no. We're adding the bumper tube, which you can do. I guess you could do, and then do the mag, a nice little quick release butt stop mag pull. Okay,
Yeah,
little
yeah.
longer one. Like this is shit that I could load up Tarkov right now and do this, but I'll
But
make you.
this
I'll make your
man,
head
this demo
explode.
spends time doing this, like literally drag,
Look, you could
drag,
customize your weapon.
drag,
Like how long are you gonna be doing this? Like customizing this?
and then we spin the gun because no other game has done this before. Let's spin the
Yeah,
gun on a
look how the gun
non-detailed,
looks now.
blacked out gun. There's nothing detailed to it. Let's just spin it. Oh, let's do it again. All right. See, we have a game. It's actually, I'm gonna narrate this.
They
We
got
have
an
a game.
EOTech.
We have a
Yeah.
see. Look at this site. Check
Bro,
out this site.
imagine if they had a
Have you ever
developer
seen this
talking
one
over this.
before?
That would be hysterical. Imagine if
Have you
they
seen this
actually.
ACOG before? No other game has an ACOG like we do. And by the way, if you didn't see that ACOG, I have it on my gun right now. Check it out. See this? Yeah, I'm gonna spin the camera. Now I'm gonna walk away with this highly detailed game we called Fantastic. I'm gonna go up this. No, maybe not. I'm just gonna go this way. It's just this is what it is.
We're
This
gonna
was the
loot.
demo.
We're looting. Okay.
Now we're looting again under the cabinet because realistically, duct tape is under the sink.
Yeah.
It just is. It's that's how it works with that game. And we walk out there. Now the lighting, I love the lighting. The lighting looks really fucking good.
All the doors you could open and stuff. Up there's some
But
zombies we're
the
shooting.
things showed off in those type of demos are not being showed off here. The opening of the door for the car, the ricochet, the bullets like literally doing real world damage,
Yeah.
not showing off here. Like the stuff they already
Do you
shown us.
like?
That's
I was gonna say, do you like that the with the aim down, like the over the shoulder was like on top,
no, mm-mm.
like
Not
all
this.
zoomed in over the shoulder like that?
Not my preference.
Okay.
Not something I would like. Nope. Um, they didn't. I don't think they didn't even show off the cycle of daylight or day night cycle. They didn't show.
Well,
This is just
it was dusk, right? And now it's nighttime,
well,
pretty
when they went in the
much.
room, they came out and turned night. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know if that's part of a cycle, like a real time thing, or that's just like a load and rendering thing. I don't know. But now they're gonna go into this cafe or whatever subways and
we're
do the same
gonna
thing. They can
disable
loot.
the alarm.
Mm-hmm.
We know a pet for whatever reason. We know a pet. Nope, that's not the right code. One was
Nope.
right.
One was right. And how did you get to this? I don't know how he got to this point where he figured it out, but.
Three is one and three is right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So we stopped the alarm. Why are we shutting off an alarm? What are we doing? I guess so.
You don't
So
want
the because
you
the
don't want to set
noise.
off the zombies. That's not even
I
in the
get
world right now.
right. The non-existent zombies. The
They're
three of them that
non-existent.
we saw.
It's literally in a couple of seconds here, maybe a minute. So you're gonna see him shoot the first zombie, and it's like from far. It doesn't even not even aggressive or nothing. It's just bomb. You're dead.
The player
I'm
that
moving
he's
on.
playing with has a flashlight on his gun. I do like the lighting effects.
The lighting is awesome. The lighting is real good, but this world is just empty. Like this was the game that's supposed to release in a month, mind you, and this is demo they showed off. It's like, bro, you're not selling me on this. Like what you
Pills,
showed me over and
ammo.
over again. Yeah, see how the door doesn't even open? It's literally jarred. Like you,
So is this literally just we're so just checking? We're 5 minutes in and they've killed three zombies. Okay.
that that's it.
6 minutes in. We're 6 minutes in and they've killed
That's
three
all you're
zombies.
gonna. It's just looking at the world, looting, and making sure you see
Right.
the assets they
Here's a
gave you.
real
That's it.
player's face.
Yeah, this is truly a vertical slice of a game. This is not.
Quarantine zone.
I'll go out and I'll put my neck out on this. This is not a game. This is not gonna be a game.
Yeah.
It's not. This is not gonna be this. What you're seeing is worse than what they've been showing off, and it's gonna be even worse when it comes out, if it ever comes out. And this is the type of shit I hate when developers like these scammers. I hate when they do this. I hate when they play on feelings and emotions. Because I would love this
So
type of
you
stuff
full
again.
on think like this is like almost like a rug pull? Like you don't see
It's a
this.
rug pull. It's this doesn't this game will not exist, bro. And if it does, it won't be nothing like this. If you look at the game they made prior to this, you will say, "What? How they go from this to that?" Like, there's no way you go from the game they made last, which is like a puzzler, arcadey Steam
Sure.
game,
Sure.
to this. Just in from work. How we doing, Joe? Oh, we doing good, Shepard. We doing good.
We're chilling, Trevor. We're
Just shitting on this game.
well.
Oh man, yeah, bro, that's the zombie, and I hate this aim down sights. Oh,
All
do
right.
I hate it?
I mean, the recoil control.
And
I
this is
I
not
wish you could go,
this
but
here.
the
That aim
fact that
down
they're
sights
not
is not
letting you.
realistic.
Well, no, but the fact that they're not showing you. So right now it's over the shoulder. So I don't know if they're just not showing you the first person. Like because that would be nice too.
That's
Like
what makes
to.
me think this is not actual gameplay. There's no way that's realistic where you're shooting like that over the shoulder.
Well, no, not. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know how even in third-person shooters, like in Division, for example, if guns have a scope or they've done it in Wildlands,
Where
like
it scopes in, but
you're still
yeah,
able to iron sight. You could shoot where just a little white dot shows up, but then if you, I mean,
yeah.
even in like fucking, there have been a lot of games that do it. But when you have a sight, you're able to look down. They give you like that first-person shooting mode. I mean, you would hope that they would do that.
You
I
missed the
would
building.
want that.
Did you see the building? You missed
What
it.
building?
Did you see the building that she just looked at?
Hold on, I'm going back. She
Looked up.
looked up.
Yeah, she looked up at a building, man. Oh, she's doing it again. Oh
Hold on.
man,
What building is
you,
that?
you're missing
From
highlights, man. That's just right there. Boom, building.
okay, building. Got it. Got it.
Yeah,
Can we go? Can I go into that building?
yeah, probably not.
Okay.
But there's a BVS to her left too, not a CVS, a BVS
Well,
to the left. And
you know.
early in the demo, you saw Pepsi, not Pepsi, but Pepsi. So they don't have the marketing secured just yet.
Like you said, like this is kind of like a fake Lower Manhattan kind of meets like whatever else they want this to be.
No, Turpin, this is the day before. I don't know if you heard of the game, but they've been showing it off really like shiny and
Yeah,
beautiful.
zombie post-apocalyptic survival shooter game.
I agree with Draven. This is literally abandoned 2.0. Like, why is this a thing, and why is it let it? Why is it happen? Like, at least with this, it's not attached to anything just yet, as far as manufacturers of consoles and stuff. But with Abandon, that was a weird thing because it was attached to Sony. It was literally attached and in their store. Like, why would they let that happen? It's not real.
This is literally the 10 minutes that they decided to show.
That's it. That's all they're showing.
So right here, we're
This
gonna
is
get
it.
into some sort of like jail, police station, whatever this is.
You see how the zombie didn't never attacked.
Why
Never.
won't
It's just
you? Okay, ready? Okay, no. Hold on. I'm gonna nitpick a little bit now. So we're on automatic. No, the zombie because it's not coded to attack. It's just gonna stand still, look pretty to shoot. Okay,
right,
right
right,
here. So
right.
if I'm playing a third-person game right now, right, and even if you're not gonna show me the animation of switching shoulders and putting that gun, something that they fucking made Snake
You
do
saw
in
it. You fucking
MGS4.
saw it. Yes.
Even if
Okay,
you're
good,
not
good.
gonna do that, the fact that you're left hand peeking and
You saw it.
and you're still
Oh,
looking
you saw it.
in
That's all
any
you about to do, bro.
every
Yeah.
third person game that
Mm-hmm.
has shooting in it lets you switch shoulders
Yep. Yep.
right
This
here.
is this is
Like
literally a tech demo, not
this is
gameplay demo.
this is
This is a
wild.
tech demo.
On the stream on the YouTube, if you guys are listening to audio, the fact that this right here, the fact that I'm not switching shoulders to be able to peek around, like that's wild to me. Or the fact that they didn't think about doing that. I don't. It could be in the game, but the fact that you didn't show me that you could do that in this game right now, that's
Yep.
kind of wild.
This is literally a tech demo. This is not gameplay. This is a tech demo.
It doesn't take that many bullets to put them down either, too. So it's just, and we're done.
That's it. And that's your 10 minutes of whatever the hell that was. And by the way, the studio making this call fantastic with a FNT.
Is it fantastic or is it fanatic? Or
Or
fan?
Fanatic,
Oh no,
yeah.
is it?
I'm
Or a fan?
My
Oh no, it
dyslexia is
is. No,
yeah.
it is. It's FN. It's fantastic, but FN just FN-tastic.
Okay. Yeah.
Got it.
I thought maybe my dyslexia kicked in, but yeah, fantastic is how they spell it weird though.
The comments. I
FN.
mean, not that I want to go through these comments, but I'm still the first one at the top. 7,000 likes, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
7.9. Game's whole budget went to her ass. Phenomenal. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable.
Jeez.
All right.
Yeah, that's the first thing everybody noticed.
Whoever's animating the
Double
cursor
cheeked up.
is doing top-notch work. The mouse drifting to the left
I'm
at
telling you,
rest
people
every
notice
time.
this stuff. It's a tech fucking
In the
demo, a
crafting
poorly done
menus
tech demo.
was Chef Kiss. The game that was
Oh,
previously meant to come out this month. This is sure. It was no. That's what it was supposed to come out this month. Kills because I think
oh,
I
it's
have
this
the.
February.
Well,
Oh, okay, okay.
I think that's what I have because I feel like I bookmarked this. Fantastic.
So
Yeah,
disappointing
there
because
it is.
when I first saw this game last year, I was like, damn, I want to. It gave me the Division vibes, but more gritty with the zombies, and it was just it felt that
This
I want to play
January.
this.
This
Looks
January
good.
25th. This was okay right here. This was the post that you were referencing before. Dear fans, right before the release, Steam blocked our game page at the request of a private individual because of the name the day before. As you know, our game was announced in January 2021. At the time of the announcement, the day before, game trademark was available. After the announcement of the game, Bub mentioned individual filled out an application before us to register the game trademark, the day before in the United States, and then has the trade. They have it there. What's next? Previously, we were not aware of the existence of claims. We found out about this only on January 19th, 2023, when we
Yeah.
received a complaint from him at the request to contact him. Now we find out all this. Now we find out all the circumstances of the incident, and we will definitely solve everything. We previously planned to post a lengthy gameplay video later this month. And that's the lengthy gameplay video.
That's it right there. What we just
Okay.
watched.
The lengthy gameplay video. I'm sorry. Video later this month, but we'll have to sort this issue out first. We'll post a video ASAP. As a result, we've made the difficult decision to propose the launch to November 10th, 2023.
Almost a year. Yeah.
Understand this may disappoint many of our fans. However, we want to ensure we release the best possible game. But
The thing,
the
even
trademark
the
has
modder,
nothing to do, like it does with
there
the name, but you know, if you can't change the name, you're gonna fight the name. You want to keep the name, right? So you're gonna
you
try
want
to
to keep, yeah, you want to
you're
fight
gonna
for it. Like
now
you've
you
been
gotta make a
developing this game
deal.
for over a year, and you now found out in 2023 this game is being fought by somebody. If I mean, here's the thing, his backstory in this thing,
Yeah.
like the Discord modder, their lead Discord mod on their Discord page for this game doesn't even know what the game looks like.
Okay.
Doesn't know what the game looks like at all. Like he's already said in Discord, I don't know what I don't even I don't know what the game looks like. On top of that, I don't know if you're aware or have heard of these, but this is the same developer that was asking people to volunteer to help them make this game.
Sure.
Volunteer to make us make a game,
Yeah,
to help us make a game.
small indie company.
Right, small, and I'm going, oh man, this is nuts. Like,
For the gameplay
yo,
video, we will consult with lawyers first, and then we can publish it.
which is it's like, bro, you're making a game. You should have, if you already had that lawyer, why are you asking people to work on this shit for free?
I mean, listen, I don't want to expose. I mean, there's people. Jack Franks 2 days ago
Yeah, yeah.
is the day before a real game, because I remember when people saw the video, the initial video when this was announced, and everybody was like, "Holy shit, this is crazy! Like, if this is like a
Somebody,
real game, this would be
somebody
dope."
in the comments, somebody in the comments also posted. They asked if the lawyers are volunteers as well. Oh man,
Hold
like
on.
I had to bring this up because it was just it's annoying as hell to see these people just do this stuff to any community, whether it's in the sports side, TV side, whatever it is. Like, bro, why are you doing this? Like, what is this? What do you gain from doing this? Like, you being like people are seeing right through this, completely right through this.
This game looks like it's got 10 years development left. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but I just don't know
I
what
wouldn't go that
I
far,
don't really know what I
but
was looking at, dude. Like I don't know what you were trying to show me with the gameplay. Like you could, like you said, you could have
yeah,
like just
definitely.
you could have overwhelmed me with zombies at that point. I mean, I get the whole looting aspect to it. Like there's certain things that intrigue me about this. Like as far as like the looting aspects and
I
stuff like
think the
that, because
framing of this video, the way they framed it as gameplay, I think that was misleading.
yeah,
uh, the fact that they made it seem like, oh, we're gonna show you what the game was supposed to, the game coming out this month, not even next month, this month. Now that you corrected me on that, you found out it was this month. That was supposed to be the game we get this month. That right there, this
yeah,
month.
it is wild.
Like, no, bro. Like, this is not it. You don't have a. I'm on that. I'm on the side of the fence. They don't have a game. I tweeted this last week. This game does not exist. I know people were commenting, "Oh, I think it does exist, just not in that version of it." I'm like,
Like,
again,
dude, this
that's
is a
to my
cross right.
point.
Like, you see this
This game
menu
does not
here?
exist.
This is supposed to be this gameplay video. Like, the assumption is, I don't know how early in this vertical slice or this long gameplay video this is supposed to be. But if this game was supposed to come out this month, and this is what you're showing me, like, this looks like early days of, like, H1Z1, or even like
Correct.
original PUBG, just the way like, which is understandable to a certain extent. Like when you think about like this whole system here, loot backpack, and this literally just breeds H1Z1 and stuff. So you took that, like it just feels like they took certain aspects of certain
Yeah.
games that were
Not even
popular,
Tetris style inventory. Just it's just
just
block.
there, just blocks and
Yeah.
different things. Like you got, liquid, you have different scopes and stuff, one slots and stuff like that.
Like
All these
you didn't
different
explain anything
attachments.
in this video. You didn't tell me what these things do and how they affect the gun, and like you didn't sell the game. All you showed us, like,
This is an IFAK. This is going to be for healing, so you'd have an IFAK there to have in
yeah,
your backpack. Some tape for something and stuff. Like on the surface, you would think here you have hydration and energy. This is where like those Tarkov comparisons come in, right? So we have your health,
hmm
we have energy, we have hydration. That's Tarkov. But when I'm looking at this, it's like I mean, you want to see what a game like really looks like that? Like I'll literally, I mean, dude.
But this
Like
gameplay,
this
10-minute
is
gameplay thing gave me it left me with more questions than answers. Yeah, this look at
like
this, like,
like I mean
hmm
small once again small Russian indie company, but like and this game also been out since 2016 technically, and it
yeah,
didn't
it's
look
been
like
worked
this
on
in
for, yeah.
2016, 2017 technically, but like and
But
that's a
that's the
third
thing.
person
But that's the
zombies. This
thing.
is first person. Like
When games like this get released, they don't get released to the hugest fanfare. It's that they release it because they want people to play it. It starts gaining traction, and then they start post updating it to make it to where it's at today. That's what that game days before, a day before, whatever it's called. That's what it should have been. Not this. I think they bit off way too much. Like they showed off this glamorous, polished fucking game, and promised this is the game, and then what they're showing us is nothing close to that. They did it backwards. Like
Yeah,
maybe if you would have told us this is what the game looks like right now, and we want funding for it, Kickstarter or whatever, or whatever crowdsourcer you want to use to crowdsource the game and get it moving forward, and then build on that.
yeah.
Great, but you're not doing that. You're marketing the game as a AAA, God, even a quadruple A fucking title.
I
What
know.
they showed off before that gameplay, there was nothing close to that as far as how it looked. Nothing close to that. And it literally got nitpicked by a lot of people that's in that industry saying this is not gameplay, even though they said it was gameplay. Like the flare, the bomb, the way that fire is flaring, that's not real time.
They
It's
have a
it's it's
video on their YouTube page of somebody playing in game or them playing it. I don't know if you
probably
guys.
them, probably them playing it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
this is over the shoulder, like somebody playing it. Okay, so look exactly. So you could have. I'm gonna loop this just so we have this on here.
I'm watching his
For the
hand,
audio.
by the way, while he shoots. I want to see this.
Well, one of the aspects in here in the game they don't even show in the video that they cut, because right here, right, the first thing that I just said was, "Oh, aim down sights." Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
you can. You went from third person, it snapped
Yeah,
right
they didn't
into
put it in-
first
yeah.
person, but you did not put that into the little vertical slice that you took to show off what your game could do. So you got this. Okay, and then that's what you show. Okay, November 10th, 2023. Add to wish list. Dude, this game is probably going to come out in early access. There's no shot this game doesn't launch in early
but that's what they've
access.
been doing. They'll show you one clip that looks this way, and then here's the 10-minute gameplay that looks this way. Like it feels like they showed us alpha, and then maybe something further along in alpha with that guy playing. You know,
Do
it's
they
like
do they have the original? Because right now I think I have to this one. This is the original trailer, right?
Yeah, that's the original trailer. Right now, if you're releasing a game this month, you should already have everything lined up. Like this is what the game looks like. That's it. Not
No,
give me
this was
different.
This was the original trailer.
This is it.
Okay. I got volume on.
Let me put the volume. Yeah, it looks nothing like this.
This is great. Right. I remember.
Like they're wanting us to believe that at one point the world was live. It was alive and people doing their normal routines.
Well, no, this is already looking like this looks like live service. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody sitting down.
They're making it seem like this is gameplay. This is not. This is all tech demo here. And they palmed it off as gameplay. Look how he's moving.
This is where people were saying they were getting like that Division vibe thing from.
Right here, yeah,
right?
yeah. But the people that are smarter than me nitpick and saying this is a lot of this shit is AI scripted. It's not real. None of this is real.
And then the people
can't
that
play this in
they're
a game.
zombies, yeah. Huh. P-Max.
Exactly what Timber said.
Dolce Vita. Wait, hold on. P-Max.
Oh yeah,
IMAX.
the name. Yeah.
P-Max instead of IMAX. I mean,
P-Max. Cinema World. P-Max.
And then Dolce instead of Dolce Gabbana.
Instead of Gabbana, yeah.
It's Dolce Vita. All right. I mean, we're trying, I guess, right?
I mean, we're trying at this point. I mean, I get it. You don't have to market it.
Hold on. Instead of Tiffany and Co. I mean,
Stephanie.
You didn't even try that. You didn't even try that hard, and it's Steffan. Bro,
Yeah.
what the fuck am
Stephanie,
I?
They keep in the font. They keep in the like.
It's the same font.
That they tried harder in keeping that in the game like that. The fonts exactly to what the font for Tiffany like that. They tried hard for that,
bro.
It's.
Oh, am I looting it now? What am I gonna find in the jewelry box? Please tell me. Oh, I found
nothing.
I found something to trade. I found diamond earrings, and I found diamond, maybe a ruby. I don't know.
That's the scary part. Logic is scary. They're telling us the game was supposed to come in February, but you don't know what the game plays like.
No. Wait.
Euphoria.
Hold on.
Euphoria.
Hold on. Instead of Dior, I'm doing this. I'm here for
Mior.
the memes now. It's Mior. It's not Dior. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
Taco Bell, it's Taco Shell.
Taco
It's
Shell.
Dewis whatever the fuck that's supposed to be Louis Vuitton. Instead of
Probably where he
Sephora,
walks up in the store is more, but instead of Louis Vuitton, it's Louis whatever the hell.
whatever, and instead of Sephora, it's Euphoria.
Euphoria.
Okay,
Oh,
that's grade H.
Euphoria. Yeah.
Euphoria. I'm sorry, Euphoria.
I can't see that part.
Reynolds instead of McDonald.
Ah,
Bro,
fucking.
what? Gip. It's not Gap. It's Gip. It's Gip.
Oh, Gip
Bro, I can't. This
at
was.
the Gip.
It's not Tommy Hilfiger. What was it? Wait, hold on. The Tommy
Wait,
Hilfiger
go
store.
back. Yeah, what was that? What was that?
It's Timmy Phil Phil Higger. What the fuck,
Look at
bro?
Quicksilver to the left. Quicksilver is Quick Silky.
I can't. I can't. I really can't. Did somebody make? If somebody didn't make this video,
Quick Silly.
we should have
Quick
made
Silly.
this.
Oh, you're worse.
Oh no, we're in the Apple store, but it's not an Apple store.
What's the name? What are they calling it?
What
Apple? Oh no, I can't say
look, new synonym for success. Look, they're trying to discover the new dimension. Switch to perfection. This is how they think Apple fucking talk. Oh my god.
that. Oh
I can't.
man, new synonym. It's the new synonym.
I can't.
Success.
This is supposed to be the Louis Vuitton store.
Yeah.
Like they're not even like.
I mean, they literally are. They drew it like it would, like if it's real. Like this is like what a Louis Vuitton store looks like. But look at the bag he's got. Check out the bag, bro.
This is the build. This is he's supposed to be.
Wait,
his
did you
home.
see his bag? Did you see his backpack? Check out the designer
no,
backpack.
no shot.
Bling bling, baby.
And look, all the this is I could customize my house like that. Bro, this is not real. There's no way I have a garden I could have a plant.
Like it's all over the place. Now with that 10-minute demo you just played off, does it give you the vibe that you can build shit like this?
Here's where they're showing the weapon customization. Absolutely not. Not from what we just saw a year later.
This is not what we saw. This is not. This is a different weapon customization.
Yeah, no, I know, but that's what I mean. Like, what the actual fuck, man?
I'm telling you, man. This is why I can't understand
And
why
then the vehicle driving. This is what I remember. Through this is what they wanted to show off here. Through the mud, we're driving the Yep. Wow.
Look at
terrain.
the effects and how the truck
And
gets
then
all muddied up.
This right here. Dude, I saw this shot, by the way, too. I just want to let them know when they showed off the slipspace engine for fucking Halo, when they had the Warthog yeah, right? I'm not bugging,
yeah, the Warthog.
Right?
Yeah. It's pretty much it's what Timber said, man. This
like
whole
it's
thing
supposed
is
to
an
be
animation montage.
it's a tech demo. It has nothing,
Yeah, this is an animation montage. There's no gameplay, real gameplay in this at all. But they pawned it off as gameplay. This is what the game's gonna
June
look
21st, 2022
was the original date.
Just kiss my
ass. Then they pushed it to this month.
I'm just clicking buttons. That's how, man. All right, that's it. We're in on that note. That was literally in itself that needed to be like a YouTube video that we did, just going over the different fucking things they decided to call their stores. Because they spent that much time renaming the fucking mall.
They kept the style of what it looks like in the mall, but they changed the name.
And somebody had to do that though, but like, which is fine. I get that. Like, I get that, right? You can't.
You have somebody animate that. Somebody animated that. Like they looked at pictures of these stores and animated that in the game. Like
or it gives you that thing where it's like it's the photorealism. Like you took the picture of it, you put it in the game, but then you had to change everything. You had to change the words. You could get
that trailer we just watched was on the heels of them announcing the game and this is what we're gonna look like, and then everybody started looking at their history and goes, wait, what? You did this game, and now you going like the last game you made was nowhere near this shit.
Bro, look at this comment. No rush.
And they have a
I'm sorry, real quick. No rush, guys. Looks fun. Really appreciate the down common areas. Kind of curious about what the end game looks like. Is it Is it PvP, PvE, rating extremely high infected density areas, fashion, player apartments? Either way, it looks great. Can't wait for more.
Is it a loot sim?
Bro,
I'm thinking it's a loot sim. That's all they showed us looting.
9 days ago, this comment didn't age well. Like, we're not the only ones like going back looking at this video. Like, there's no way that this is what they showed us versus what we got.
It's very forgetful, man. This game. Wild. And the history these developers have as well is that they've been known to start up a game and then unplug it and delist it from stores. Like they've been known to do this.
So wild.
It's just like the people from Bandon, same thing. And I wouldn't be surprised if both of them know each other, both those damn studios. I wouldn't be surprised if they've one and the same and they're fucking around. Like they're bored. They're really bored and they're just making memes out of us right now. It's like, oh Lord Jesus. Like this is one big old joke for them. It's like, nah, man. And again, I said this out. I tweeted this out last week, and I got a comment on there. It's like, oh, I think the game exists, just not this version of it. You're speaking to my point. It does not. What we've seen is non-existent. It's
That's
not.
that's wild, man.
And what they just showed off that 10 minute, that was a tech demo, not a game demo.
Crazy.
Yeah. And this game is supposed to come out this month. This is what you're showing us.
Yeah.
Doesn't even look like a complete product.
Well,
But yeah, man.
I guess we'll wait to see how that'll be. We'll wait to see how that story unfolds. Can't wait to
Oh,
follow that
I'll
coverage.
definitely
Yeah,
hold my breath.
yeah. Stay tuned for
Yes,
our
stay tuned on
continuing
that one.
coverage
Yeah.
for
Oh
that
yeah. Stay tuned for our continued coverage of the day before, after, and present, or whatever you want to call
one.
it.
Whatever.
If it's probably going to change the name to something else, but whatever. I forgot. I think Jay was one that told me. Somebody told me like they might have made up the whole copyright thing themselves, meaning they are the ones that like
That actually did it. Yeah, they did the
yeah,
copyright thing to themselves
they
to
did
buy themselves
themselves,
instead
and
of
then
just being like, "Yo, we're
yeah,
not ready to release the game.
we don't really have a game. It's
we
just
don't
this.
we
We
don't
just
really have a game."
JK,
JK
JK,
JK LOL.
LOL, LMAO. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just like
JK LOL.
lols.
That's wild, man.
And to anything else, it's that wild, man. But yeah, man. That's what I got. That's what we
Yeah,
got, right?
same.
Yeah, what we got. So
I was
we
gonna say that's a fun little way to end it, though. I have to.
it, it
Not to.
was. I needed the
I
laugh.
hate to make light of that, but you have to. When it's that blatant and that fucking obvious, like, come on,
It's
man.
it's it's that yeah, blatant, exactly. It's
What
that
are we
blatant. It's like it's
doing?
one of those things like what are we doing to ourselves? Like, and the unfortunate part is you got people who believe this shit is like they can't wait. Oh my god,
I feel
this is it.
bad.
I want
I feel
and
bad.
no, man, like it's bad. Like expose them. This is not good. Stop
No,
doing
not
that
for
to the.
them. I feel bad for the people that are like thinking
Oh
like
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah,
like a
yeah. No,
thing.
no, yeah, yeah.
Like,
That's what I meant. Yeah,
you know what I
I
mean?
feel bad for them because they're not in the loop. They're not in the know. As we like we follow this type of stuff, so we could call bullshit right from the beginning
True.
and understand this. But there's a lot of again we're the minority. The casuals are the market, and they don't know this. They don't. They probably just saw that one trailer show last and said, "Oh, I'll wait for that to come out. I can't wait. I'm wish listing it. Boom, done," and forgot about it. And then they go back going, "Oh, okay." They don't even know it's supposed to release this month or last year or next. They don't even know. They just looking at progress, going, "Oh, that looks like progress. All right, cool." They don't. This is they're not into the whole
Nah,
the side of
I'm keeping receipts now. I already booked. I'm not subbing to the page, but I bookmarked
oh
it. We're keeping
the
receipts now.
history
That's it.
alone of this company is 8,000 red flags, man. Nah,
Uh,
I'm good. And we'll keep up on it, and we'll keep them like held accountable our perspective, So
yeah, man.
yeah, man, that's it. We spoke about the delays in server the server closures and delays of games. We spoke about it'll be the show year number 3 coming to Game Pass for the
Yeah, man.
show. 2023 has Jazz on the cover, the main cover, but the collector's edition has Jeter on it, or I forgot what they call it, but
DJ.
Jeter's on that cover.
Yep.
And then we spoke about days. I can't even say that.
Days
Days
gone.
before. Days
Day,
gone. Days
the day
before.
before. It's
Whatever.
not day. Is it days? No, it's not days gone. Days gone is.
I don't know.
I don't want to.
Oh
No.
no,
Days
Days
gone.
Gone
No.
is the other game.
No.
Sorry.
This is the
Yeah,
day
yeah.
before.
I apologize. That is not what I want to
Yeah. No.
accomplish here. The day before is the game that we just mentioned or showed that we talked about, and then the game you mentioned before that one we spoke
Oh,
about.
we talked about. Oh, we talked about uh, Dragon Age.
Yeah, I didn't
Dragon
want to say
Age.
it because then we ended the show on two. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
We spoke about that chat. Appreciate you guys coming out. Draven,
Absolutely.
Timber, Turpin. If I'm
Yobi.
missing Yobi. Tech was in here.
Yep.
Reborn came in here.
Yep.
Appreciate you guys coming in. Jenna was in here
Yep.
for as much as you could. Shinrock as well was in here.
Yep.
Oh man, I appreciate you guys coming out,
Everybody
man.
hanging
Support
out.
on a Sunday, back to our normal scheduled program, 4 p.m. Eastern time on a Sunday. But thank you guys for coming on the sport. We are now at 438 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, you're listening to it on VOD, or you're lurking around, please consider us. Hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you're up to date with all new videos coming out. I do a lot of shorts. I do spontaneous game streams that don't have a schedule on. So you don't want to miss out on that when I go live. But other than that, man, Logic, what you got for me, man?
That's it, man. Another dope week. Another good week in gaming. Looking forward to go playing some more games and stuff like that. And next
Oh
week,
yeah.
I think we're doing, because next week is Super Bowl Sunday
Oh yeah.
here in the
Stay tuned to that.
States.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
We're in the
stay
states.
tuned to
We
the
like we
socials
like
to
the
see.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, more than likely, yeah, it's like a fucking national holiday over here.
Mm-hmm.
Even if your team's not involved, and even if you don't give a shit about football, okay, it's just we're whatever.
It's still that show.
It's still
You
that
got the
show.
halftime show with Rihanna, and you got
Yeah,
the commercials.
and all the commercials and
New
stuff like
commercials.
that,
That
movie trailers,
there's a
so
game
forth.
within the game. There's
Exactly.
metas in it.
So, more than likely, we're gonna do an earlier runtime over here.
Yeah.
But we'll keep you guys updated on the socials and let you know what that is. But yeah, that's
As
it,
for
man.
me, I'm looking forward to Hogwarts Legacies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's up. Yep,
baby.
that's on the 10th. So let's go. I'm
Well,
excited for that
my
one as
son
well
gets
too.
it because he game shares with his buddy. His buddy ended up buying the bigger
Did
edition.
they
What are
have
they? The
like
premium.
Did they have like an early
And
access?
yeah, midnight tomorrow. So
Oh,
he'll
let's
be
go.
playing,
Good shit.
and I think it doesn't have it doesn't go against the Netherlands rules. So he might do that. New Zealand, sorry. So he
Nice,
might do
nice.
that and play even earlier than that. So depending on that, but midnight
Nice.
regularly midnight in the States, midnight tomorrow.
Very
Or
nice. Very
when
nice.
the clock strikes 12, my son we playing. He goes, "You're more than welcome to to watch me play it, puppy." And I'm like, "You're more than welcome to fuck off and leave my house," but that's okay.
Damn.
We're not gonna go there.
Damn, that's
I
crazy.
love that boy.
Damn.
Other than that, man, we're good.
Yeah, man.
That's it. That's the week. Appreciate it. Episode 75. 75
Yeah, man.
of Sensei Talk Podcast, man. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you next week, though. Until then, happy fucking gaming, everybody.
Later.